Welcome back, aloha, aloha, aloha. Welcome back, but this time from the air, GL flight 44 with non-stop service from Honolulu to Wake Island. And we got awakened by some electrical gremlins. After a wonderful, interesting departure and climb out of Hawaii heading west, we had an issue here with the sim, and we lost power for like half a second and everything went down. So this is the first time it happened to me. I know it has happened to pretty much every single WorldFlight team. So we apologize about that, but this is why this is part 2 of our flight to Wake Island. I can't wait to see what excitement comes after this, David. He's shaking his head. Okay, let's go back in the cockpit. Or show first. Yeah, where are we? We're here. So we're live. We were able to load the sim, move the plane, and we're rejoining on track. We have a very basic flight plan. There we go. 2 points is all you need for a line, right? So we made sure these other aircraft, the TCAS information that is displayed there is incorrect. I'm pretty sure, I know we checked, and we were given 360. So we're back at 360. So here we are learning every single second of the way. So for situational awareness, what happened there? Did I lose my map? Oh, I think I might not have my map. Well, we'll figure that out later. But we were able to reconfigure the plane, try and rebuild the automation. We probably want to keep the seatbelt side on because next we know somebody's gonna hit the bulkhead.
I think the next step is rebuilding our flight plan.
Yes, so let's work on that if you don't mind. Giving me, so we enter crest. We did reconnect and ask the controller permission from the ground to share the plan with him. We got approved. We are already in oceanic space. No controller online. Squawking 2000, and we didn't touch any of the controls. So the plane came back pretty stable. Actually, I was happy with that. We had to tweak the fuel. We used the fuel plan, so we still have 14.6. Now what we have to rebuild is the flight plan. So we're gonna manually enter the waypoints, but luckily there's not too many. So what comes after 23 north, 170 west?
175 west. 23 north, 175 west.
23 north, 175 west, and if that waypoint is not in database, we're gonna create it. So that's 2300.0 north, 17500.0 west.
Correct.
All right. We're gonna store that, and then what we need to do is on a flight plan 23 north, 175 west. Do we like that? Yeah, we like that. Alright, temporary insert that. Next in line is
equal time point.
That, let's not worry.
We're gonna skip that.
We'll calculate. Yeah, it's not really a waypoint.
Right.
So after that,
23 north, 180 east.
180. Oh, I know it does. Okay, I know something here. So that's fine, and what I know is that 23 north, that's not how we do it. That's not how we do it, Captain Tango. This is how we do it. It doesn't like 180, because 180 east, 180 west. I mean, so I'm gonna put 179, 15. I'm making the same mistake again. 59.0, whatever. It's close enough. East, is that what you?
Yes.
I mean, it shouldn't change too much, and that it's fine with. So that I can then enter 23. That's how we call it, right? 23 north, 180 east. Yep. And let's check that one now. So we're here. It's the first waypoint we put, the second waypoint. Alright. We're heading in the right direction. What about after that?
Okay, after that is 21 north, 170 east.
21 north, 170 east. So that's gonna be 2100.0 north, 170.0 east. We'll go back to our flight plan. 21 north, 170 east. Alright, next in line.
Is the Wake Island VOR, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Oscar William Kilo. Oscar Whiskey Kilo. I can give you the
I'm a little
coordinates for that.
surprised it doesn't like it. Give me
Oh,
one
I'm sorry.
sec.
Alpha Whiskey Kilo.
Okay. We don't need to clear, so we can come back here. Okay. Alpha Whiskey Kilo. That sounds more like Wake Island.
There we go.
Okay. And that's it? Then it's
That
whatever
is-
the arrival
That is
into.
it. Then the arrival.
Okay. Which I'm pretty sure is gonna be landing to the east. So
Okay, that's correct.
how does that look?
That's corrected our distance problem. And
Oh. So we made fuel. So we'll look at that. Let me confirm everything here looks good. Is that the? I don't know why it's centering on this waypoint. Oh, is it this? Okay. So it's showing a distance of 1415. How far are we from? We still a good. You should be able to find the. Does it display the total distance? I think it displays the total distance. So right now we're headed to 23 north, 170 west.
correct.
And from there the total distance is 1356, if I'm reading that correctly.
Correct.
1356, and we're 70 some miles from that, so
That
that's
makes-
gonna be 1420 whatever. That
Okay,
checks,
that
okay?
checks.
So now we're doing Mach. Well, let's not touch it. I don't know if the plane yeah, we had that issue that I couldn't enter. Yeah, it feels like it's on approach. So the way you solve that is you re-enter cruise, I believe. Alt cruise! Look at this, we're rebuilding the automation. Oh man, we were at 0.82.
Yes,
We had a
were.
hard time getting to there was some fun getting to trying to get to 0.81. Okay. So where we
And
technically
fuel looks about right.
right? Yeah. Well, plus we have plenty of fuel. So I'm not sure why the plane doesn't want to slow down, but I'm not gonna complain. Okay, or yeah, 360 was just our recommended max, but we burned some fuel, so that's good. I do not know why it is not slowing down, but hey, we're back on track, and viewers are coming back. I really appreciate that. Probably need our friend Butts to try to rejoin. Let me see. Oh, okay. That didn't work. Let's see. I mean, clearly I didn't reconnect to. Let's see. All right. I think I got the bot back into. So we'll use Micah's favorite command, which is why on earth are we seeing a delay again? And see if the bot is happy. Well, there's no reason for delay. Okay, I'm not sure why we don't see anything, but that's fine.
So we have no controller out here, correct?
No. We have no controller. Yeah, we're in the middle of the. Let me go quickly to external view here. We're really in the middle of the ocean, and I'm gonna use that actually to reconnect the map. I'll be off 1 second. I'll leave your mic on. Well, for some reason I thought the map was not working, but apparently it is. I'm starting to get surprised when something is working
Yeah, no
now.
I'm actually shocked that
Hey,
everything came back.
Hey, don't. Yeah, I don't know. Are we in thrust lock? We're not. I'm a little. I mean, I'm happy about Mach 0.85. You know that's certainly not.
Why are we at
Not
Mach
an issue.
8.25?
Yeah, it 2.5, but it's.
Why isn't
I
it
tried to
responding
command
the-
it. So hold on. Maybe it didn't have an altitude. Okay, we weren't. Okay, we're back in cruise. All right. We didn't rebuild the automation completely, so that's Mach. Let me put a cost index. Come on. You can do it. There you go. Let's see what happens if I do that. Okay, now it's magenta. Huh.
But it will not come
Trust
down.
climb. Well, you were planning to do the landing, right?
I was, yes.
Yeah. Nice friend, Captain Tango. With friends like that, you don't need enemies.
It should go about as well as the takeoff.
Okay.
So yeah, why?
Oh, the auto thrust is. We did not get the auto thrust back.
Oh, that'll take care of it right
That
away.
will explain it. That's why we read the FMA. There was nothing in the first column, which is the speed column.
There we
No,
go.
we're Mach. Now we'll force it 0.81.
Completely back to normal.
Yes, without the glitches, hopefully. Look at us. We're back on track. So now the problem is the Zulu time on the clock correct? 23:53 is correct. So, to add insult to injury, we took off at 22:05. We're coming up on 23 north, 170 west. So we were supposed, per the flight plan, to be there at with an hour 30. Obviously, we lost our chronos. That's one thing, you know. An hour 30. So based on our wheels off time, 23:35. So, yikes. So, and it's saying 23:56. So, yeah. So we didn't want to. We still had the last location where the whole shenanigan electrical gremlins happen. We didn't necessarily want to reappear there. What, I don't know how long it took us, 30-40 minutes to get back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we
somewhere.
picked
It
we picked the next waypoint, but that added another 20 minutes. But here we are. So right now we're showing arrival at 0251, which I know is going to be optimistic because we have to go the other way. We have to go past the airport, come back, but So I mean 0251. Let me look at our schedule. Do I dare looking at the schedule? WorldFlight schedule. I know Captain Mike Delta was not too excited about getting up early. Hold on, he's not supposed to leave until push back until 0345, and it's a 45-minute turnaround. So if we can make it, yeah, we might still be all right. Not great, but all right.
So we're scheduled to be
So what else? What else is happening here?
0251.
Mm-hmm. I mean, by the time we put the arrival into Wake Island, it's gonna push it, but oh, sure. We'll take. Okay, we're turning. Let's do a fuel check. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
So we don't. It's not we're gonna use absolute time now. We don't.
13,900 kilos.
So 20. So we are here at 2356. 13.9. Yeah. I usually round that one down just to be conservative and round this one up. But that's from when we reappeared, right? So that has no meaning. In any case, what matters is the fuel we've left. So yeah, we were supposed to be at 13.9. So okay, so our fuel checks. So that's good. Time-wise, does this flight plan has a time of arrival? No, I don't see that. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see how we do. I mean, the flight plan was planned at Mach 0.8, so we're doing Mach 0.81. How is the wind doing? A little bit of, not much, but a little bit of tailwind. The wind was forecasted out of 38 at 43. Now that was at 340. We know we paid the. I mean, we were asked to get either at 300 or at 360 because 320 and 340 were occupied. So now we're looking at this waypoint 036 at 32, and we have 034 at 28. So that's right on the money. Outside air temperature minus 48 with minus 48. So I think the wind forecasts are totally believable. Alright, so we were talking about ETOPS. So we have entered ETOPS by now. We lost the waypoints we created, but what we can do is enter the planned midpoint ETOPS, which was 23 knots. So let me go into my pilot waypoints. In addition to all of those, I'm gonna do a new one. So the entry I had put in the previous entry and exit, but at this point we're past that. What we need to know really is the ETP for the ETOPS. So the ETP is the equitime point. This is when we would decide to go back to Hawaii or press on and go to Wake Island, because there's no option in between. ETP1 was calculated, and there's only one, so the only ATP we have 2300.4 north, and I hope it's gonna let me enter. I know I should have entered a name, but 175.27.2 west. I'll put that here. Thank you. And it is ETP1. I'm using 1 because ETP can also be calculated by the the FMGC, so I don't want to confuse. Okay, so now what we also still need is our exit. ETOPS exit was planned, so that's when we'll be 1 hour flight time to Wake Island, 2142.8 north, and 173.12.1 west, and then we store that. Okay, so as we discussed earlier, what I like to do, and we'll never know why they were a little off when we enter them, so is to use them as fix. So ATP1 reduces 7, and then exit. Man, this is like desk work to enter all these things. Alright, so I think I've done this correctly. So if we look ahead, where is our... why is our this clearly... I must be making mistakes. Why are these waypoints completely bogus? I must have typed something wrong. Okay. Not init data. This is exactly why I'm reproducing the problem I had before. This is why I don't want to enter. So help me here.
It created
21.
its own TP.
Yeah, that by default 2142.8 north.
Right.
173. Oh, east. Oopsie.
There you go.
Oopsie. So the numbers were correct. Oh, I can't overwrite.
Can you delete it?
I don't know if I can put twice the same name, so
Try it.
I'll call it exit east instead of exit west, the correct. I would think after that I could delete it, but oh my goodness. So let's try that.
Well, the exit's gone now.
Okay. I wish the ETOPS exit was there. Alright, so yes, we have now both the ETP, which is calculated by the FMGC, the Flight Management and Guidance Computer, and ETP1. I got a call from the galley, and we're gonna get some snacks. Wonderful. Well, we deserve a break. If you want a napkin. That's perfect. I like them better. Alright, from first class, if you want some hot ziggity. David, anything?
I'm good, thank you.
Alright, that's first class service. Me? Let me see. Yes. Oh, Captain is doing great. This is so much fun. Sappy's back. Sappy has been like a rock of our streams. I mean, I don't know if he's coming here like he goes to the circus to see the lion eat a ringmaster, but that's fair. I'll put my head into the mouth of the WorldFlight lion.
Well, honestly, we came out of that fairly clean.
I mean, we took a hit, right? There's nothing. When the sim goes down, the sim goes down. We've all been there. Just to be clear, the sim did not crash. I mean, we lost power. I couldn't fully establish if it was more than the room, but the entire room lost power because all my network computer, which have nothing to do directly with the sim, crashed my screen. You know, the screen went blank, so it was not a crash to desktop, not a blue screen. It just went down. So that was the end of the previous stream, unfortunately. Oh, some people are some people taking shortcut? We're just on a different airway? Okay, well, we'll see what happens. So we had to let that all reboot, then start the sim again, then figure in a way to get our previous aircraft state the same. And then, and I know we're eating snacks, so if you hear us mulching, tell us and we'll we'll mute ourselves. How about a little bit of music here, because I think I need a little help, a little break. Oh, that was. Do we want to? Oh, we want to finish our discussion on the ETP, right? Sorry about that. Those warm nuts. So by default, what it does, and remember, we couldn't reload our flight plan, but we were able just to enter it normally. At least the pair, the aircraft pair, which we put here.
Right.
The most basic information. So using that, which you always need, using that in the equitime point page, the default one, it uses those two airports. But if you remember, when we left Hawaii Honolulu, there is another island further a little to the northwest. So SimBrief calculated not with those two airports the equitime point for the ETOPS performance. So it's not a huge difference, as we can tell. It's not vastly different. But if you look at that, for some reason it used PHK. No. It used. Hold on. Let me go to the flight plan. That should tell me exactly what it used. ETOPS, critical point information, critical point for fuel level requirement is so yeah, I guess it used PHKO. Is PHKO closer than?
No.
Yeah, that's a little surprising. PHKO is 895 miles behind us, and PHNL, where we took off from, 771. So yeah, I'm not sure
why it does that.
It could be it does use the weather information, but I don't know, the weather wasn't bad, so that's interesting. So that explains why our ETP, the default one, is for. No, there is also the wind component, which we did not enter, right, in the equitime point. So typically for that, let me try to do it somewhat accurately. So we got moved to 360. So 36 at 32 would be a good wind estimate for the return to Honolulu. And 28 at 6 for the rest. So okay, now they're really close, but I mean, not once again that they should be the same if a different airport pair was used. Alright, well,
because you calculated the one you calculated is using Honolulu.
Yes. Yeah, that's one thing we could. Yeah, we're using Honolulu here. No, it's using PHKO or KO, so we can put that. I'll see. It still use 36 and 32, and that brings it. Yeah, so there is but that was calculated at. Well, hold on. No. Hold on. So one. Oh, the music is on. Yeah, is it too loud? The music is too loud. We can fade it a little more, but thought we would reward our viewers a little bit here. My phone is exploding. Companies ask me what the heck just happened. I'd love to continue on the topic. Yes, 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 yes. Thanks. We are back in the air, and might still be close to schedule. So not only we lost power, first thing we push back, we do a flight control check like good, you know, pilots, and luckily you were so the way it works, you were the pilot flying,
Yeah.
so we do the full blown, and I read it back and nothing was moving. I did mine silently and my side was working. The airplane was not complaining, so we knew it was a hardware issue. So we had to decided to vacate the alley to not block the various gates, go park in a corner and figure it out, which we did. That took us a little time, so that was fun. Then the takeoff was the departure out of Honolulu was fun. Doing a quick turn. In the climb there were what, 7 or 8? I don't know if you took a screenshot, but there was a lot of aircraft roughly in formation. That's what David called it, and that's a good description. Trying to get to the same waypoint. So he had to sequence us a little bit. We were climbing through the needles and all that.
By the controllers.
But and that's when we learned that we couldn't get the 340 flight level we had filed. Couldn't do 32, so the choice was 300 or 360. So we were just able at that time to climb to 360. So we were looking at the wind chart. That's what we decided to do. Which brings me to this point: the ETP computed by the controller is by the built-in computers is if we stay at this flight level, whereas the ETOPS has to plan for decompression and a descent to 10,000, and then that's and as well as plan for if we lose an engine, in which case we cannot stay. I mean, you remember how hard we had to work to get here on 2 engines. There's no way we're staying up here on 1 engine, so we would have to glide down. Clearly not down to 10,000, but in I don't know, 240, 260, something like that, if I had to guess. Don't want to push my luck. I don't need to know quite yet. Might happen, but not today, please. And the worst one is you lose an engine, the blade cut into the into the fuselage, and now your single engine have to go down to 10 because the cabin is depressurized. And depending on these 3 scenarios and the winds at the various altitude, that's how it calculates. That's why that calculation for ETOPS is really important, and so I'm not too surprised. So. Anyway, so keep an eye on this plane before it does something fancy here. But I need to catch up with friends worrying about. Yeah, I jinxed it good. No worries, it makes for good, it will make for memories. Or stories to tell. Well, I have my grandchildren, you know, hopping on my legs and telling me I told them the WorldFlight 2024 story for the 3rd time. In any case, that was not in a real plane, Grandpa, so just let me watch my TikTok video, so who knows what it'd be at that time. But anyway, alright, so, I know. I mean, we still have time, but we were planning to do an interview or a little chit-chat with one of our fellow flight simmer. I don't know if that is still a possibility or not. Okay, so I mean, how are we doing compared to the pack? Let's take a look at that.
Pretty steady.
I mean, the heavies are gonna beat us. Okay, so there's a bunch of islands north of us, but nothing that nothing that has a reasonable landing area. And it's not just the airport, right? It's the services. I mean, it would be silly to divert to a nice 10,000 foot runway, but there's no fuel there. You need to send a ship, a tanker to bring you, or yeah, a tanker, an airplane tanker. All right, let me show you.
Are shuffling in and out of there really quickly.
So I don't know about you, but I could use a little break here. John, oh boy, John. Oh, John wanted to see how things are going. I don't even know where to start. You have half a stream to watch. The latest in our adventures on this leg, and it's not even leg 13. I don't know what's going on. I mean, leg 13 was the landing challenge. Might want to watch that one. Dead stick landing from 5,000 feet into Fairford in the UK with like minimum at night. We haven't seen the result yet. The committee is still trying to figure out. We all did bad. I mean, we landed on the runway and stopped on the runway. So I'll take that as a victory. That's a win. That's a win-win. A win for me and a win for Captain Tango. But that was then. Now is now. This is leg 33. So it's part 2 because the stream went down, but not just the stream. That would be easy. We lost power, and this time it's not because we turned the oven on. I don't know if you heard about those stories.
Yep.
It's we don't know. There was some kind of glitch, and we lost like half a second. Then it tried to come back, then half a second. So that's the Texas grid for you. I'll blame it on the Texas grid.
It shut everything down.
ERCOT, thank you. I don't know. It might have been just this room. I hope it's not the breaker. When we're said and done, I'll recircle it. Or what's the word?
Recycle it.
Recycle. Thank you. Yeah, that's how I do recycling. I'll recycle the breaker just to be sure. And we weren't doing anything fancy. It was still early in the flight. It's not like we haven't done 5 or 6 hour flights, or 3 hour flights back to back. So yes, this stream picks us up in the air because we had to restart the sim, FS 2020, restart the ProSim aircraft. We left everything untouched, so that's a testament to ProSim. I just got mute you. I can babble for a little while, so you can enjoy the the nuts and the ships if you want. So because at least we got snacks, so that we still have, and we stay hydrated. We stay fed. So yeah, I mean, I guess it was an interesting learning experience just to have to restart everything. David was commenting, well, typically those situations I just restart the flight, which is what I do 99% of the time. But today we can't be 2 hours or 3 hours late, right? So we had to reposition ourselves at flight level 360, engine on, rebuild the flight plan, rebuild the automation. The autopilot was on, but not the auto thrust. Not sure why. Maybe we put I mean, we were at the bottom of the barber pole, but we figured it out. So we're back in business. This is GL Air we're talking about. We're not gonna get trouble by little glitches like that. But that's just the last event. Before that, yeah, we had a flight side stick malfunction on the FO side, and that was a USB disconnection. So it's a good thing we did. Imagine you rolling down the runway.
Well, we're a notch above Spirit,
Sure.
right?
Hey. I mean, we're not a banana. We're not a flying banana. That's true. That's true. We have a beautiful blue livery that you guys have had the chance to enjoy. So here we are, GL Air at your service. Get yoo-hoo. This is us over the Pacific, chugging along in our A320 registered in Germany, and wonderful livery developed by Whiskey Throttle, so shout out to him again. And if you're familiar with the channel, you know that I have grown fond of. Let's take it easy here. I like to pretend we're big boy. I like to pretend we are an A350 or A380, and we have the tail cam camera, the tail cam. So, yep, John. Lots of things happen. Dublin was fine. That was leg 12. 13 was the landing challenge. So I talked a little bit about that. We had some adventures yesterday. I mean, just going into Quito, Ecuador. Sierra Echo Quebec Mike is a lot of fun at night. The weather was good. It was turbulent, kind of descending from 18,000 to the 8,000 feet airport elevation. So, but the landing was good. Or so I think. Was on the runway, you know, mostly on center line, and but then after that we went to San Jose, Costa Rica, and the adventure there was long sequencing into the airport. I think we were sent like 70 or 80 miles at sea before turning back. They imposed a hold on most on the aircraft after us, shortly after us. So we were lucky, but there were camping 7 or 8 of us, you know, buzzing around over the sea before coming back in. We heard a couple go around and felt bad for those guys. But then that was done. Maybe not down to minimum, but it was darn close to minimum. I mean, I landed. It was foggy. It was light drizzle becoming fog. It was supposed to be 500 feet. I think it was more like 300, and the minimum is like 220 above the ground. I elected to not use the full lights because it was really reflecting on the fog, so it was kind of white out there. So, or white rain. So, but we made that landing, so that was a good adventure. So I guess tonight probably this flight probably gets the crown here.
It's been something.
Yeah. So now we'll see if David decides to come back for next year. It's like, my throat is hurting. I booked a cruise. See you. All right. No. It was a great sport. It was a great sport. So okay. So ETPs or ETP. So that ETP that we see there is on the ND has probably blocked the entire view. So I probably should give you a little bit something else here. We're gonna reposition ourselves strategically. There's a lot of strategery here. There we go. Probably need to turn a little more, but center that. So basically on the ND you can see the ETP that is now being wrong direction, Captain. I get east and west confused, I get left and right confused. Can't wait to get up and down confused. So the first ETP on the ND is the one calculated by the FMGC, so that's based on normal flight and the wind we have entered at 360. The ETP1 that you see a good 70 miles from here, so probably 50 miles past the ETP, that one is the full-blown ETOP sim brief calculation. It did use a different airport in Hawaii, but for reasons we discussed earlier, the nature of the ETOPS, the risk of losing an engine and needing to descend, or even some sort of depressurization that would force us to descend 10,000 feet. So it's based on the aircraft performance and the wind at those altitude, and those are usually the most constraining ones. So for now, we're happily staying at 360. We'll see how long we can do that. Fuel is looking good. We have to do a fuel check. We'll do it at our next waypoint. So that's in 5 minutes. And then we'll also at the ETP, that's one of the check we need to compare to the critical fuel that we're supposed to have. We did reload with our best estimate for the fuel we had at the time of the incident. So I mean, I guess we had a frozen stream to help us with some of that. But, and I see that the overlay is even still working correctly. If you wonder why the altitude reported that is in the 37,000, that's kind of the actual mean sea level altitude. So if we look at the GPS, you see we're around 37.6. The overlay 37.5. We are at flight level 360. We are standard QNH. The difference is coming from the atmospheric variation temperature, which is 9 degrees. It's the same, because the atmosphere is a little warmer than a standard atmosphere would be at this altitude. So that explains the deviation. We're still feeding from the center tank, so all good. All good. Well, I think I'm gonna eat the nice snacks. If you guys have questions, you can queue them up, and I'll do my best to get to those. But for now, I'll mute myself. Maybe we can roll some little bit of music. Or what do you think about the commercial break? I think it's time for a commercial break. That's when everybody leaves. We'll see the commercial break. It might be worth sticking around. Well, I'll let you be the judge. Here comes our official partner of GL Air Airline, commercial. And Twisted Scrafty, the artist, is in the chat, so feel free to ask anything about some of the jewelry piece. I mean, this is mostly a joke. Bolo is not for sale, but she made me one. This is another one she made, so very gifted artist.
heard the secret of the wing chord. The Wright brothers flew and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for flying, do you? Well, it goes like this: the wind, the drift, the minor fall and the major lift, the tangled wing composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her gliding from the roof. Her beauty and the moonlight overflew you. She tied you to her cockpit chair. She broke your stick and forgot to flare. And from wingtips she drew the hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Oh baby, I've flown here before. I've seen this place and touched the strip. You know I flew alone before I knew you. I've seen your drag often too harsh. The flight is quite the victory march. It's a bold and it's a lifting hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
All right, I wanted to celebrate reaching 2,500 subscribers during WorldFlight. So this little audio video project, putting some aviation theme lyrics on top of famous Hallelujah song from Leonard Cohen. So we basically added some more verses. There's already so many different ones out there. So with all due respect, I guess it's a nice little project Captain Pero and myself did. So we can mix the jewelry and flying, we can mix music and flying, so not just the hardcore flying. So if you're joining us, we are in the middle of the Pacific Ocean heading west toward Wake Island. So I did our fuel check, we passed that waypoint. We are now past our ETP1, so at this point if something were to happen we would continue or press forward towards Wake Island. So that is a nice milestone there. Means that we are more than halfway there. Party! So we had marked it with ETP1, so technically I should also check the critical fuel. If I can okay. Enjoy your WorldFlight adventure. Dispatcher is funny. ETOPS fuel required. So yeah, we can talk a little bit about our fuel.
Did we miss fuel check?
No, so I did the fuel check
okay.
at the waypoint, but thanks for asking.
I was asleep.
We're stretching out. That's good. We keep our. So previous one we were supposed to have 13.9 tons on board. We were showing 13.8, so we were 100k below. This time we were showing 12.1 instead of 12.3, and once again I always round these numbers down, so to be conservative when it comes to the fuel on board, because of our electrical glitch. I mean, we lost the plane, we lost the fuel burn so far, but the end of the day what really matters is the fuel left in the tank, isn't it? So it grew a little bit, 100k to 200k. That's kind of what I like to monitor, is the trend more than the absolute value. That being said, we're doing Mach 8.81. The flight plan has been calculated for Mach 80. It's not a huge difference, but
We're doing
those extra little 0.01 Mach numbers do cost you a lot of fuel. Like, I think SimBrief calculates different speed. I know they calculate different altitude. Yeah, speed change. So it would save us probably half a ton of fuel if we were to go to cost index 0, and that's what cost it. Well, we were doing a Mach number, so it would take us 15 minutes more. So this flight is really all about trying to catch up, or at least, or even stay on schedule. So fuel quantities, yes, we are doing okay, because first and foremost, we always take contingency fuel in case the wind predictions are not, or the actual winds are not exactly as predicted. On top of that, we obviously need some final reserve. So final reserve on this flight is 1.1 ton. Contingency, which is calculated on 15 minutes, is another 700 kilogram. Or alternate, which is quite a way out, is 4.7 ton. Luckily, E-tops only required 187 kilogram extra. So all in all, we started fuel we started with full fuel tank, pretty much all of the 19,000 kilogram, 19 ton. But the calculated trip fuel is only 12.7 ton. So even if we were to burn an extra ton, it would be all good. Can actually look at our fuel prediction, right? We're still showing. Oh, I guess that's a few things we did not re-enter. So the route reserve, that's normal. As soon as you take off, they get rolled into the over. But our alternate would be 4.8. And 8 is like this. And so then we need final and E-tops. So that's 0.7, let's call that 0.9. No, I'm looking at the wrong number. 1.3 with the E-tops. So our minimum fuel at destination is the sum of the 4.8 plus 1.3, that's 6.1, that's the bottom left, right, on the MCU. Minimum destination FOB, fuel on board, 6.1 ton. And we are showing estimated fuel on board 6.7. So yeah, that's not a lot. It's am I convincing myself that
we don't have razor's edge there?
I don't.
Yeah, we got 600 kilograms.
I know we couldn't do the 90 minutes that we typically do.
Right.
And we're really not planning to go to our alternate, right? That's the spirit. So the final time here, I've also included the E-top. So if nothing happens during this flight, obviously we have to plan for worst case on top of worst case, right? The winds are not as favorable, and something happened to us, and we have to descend, and then something happened on arrival, mean, it's a single. It's not just you, right? It's a single runway airport. We have how many? 30, 40 flights. If one of them get disabled on the runway, airport is closed. Don't know how quickly they can pull that aircraft out of it.
Right.
You can hold, but there's no question. Once you are at minimum, you have to divert. So then everybody divert to the diversion airport, and somebody gets stuck there, and then we're gonna have to earn the Sule badge to a little Pacific landing.
There is a diversion airport around Wake Island.
You yes. I mean, good question. Good question. Yes, there is a diversion airport, and it's like 2 hours away. If you look at if you look,
we might be below minimums at that point.
no, I mean that's why we're 4.8. I mean that's 2 hours of fuel easily. That's why we're 4.8 for alternate. I mean if everything goes to plan, I guarantee you we'll land with more than 5 tons of fuel. Which some of the flights we've done earlier, the 2-hour flight, we can do with 5 hours of fuel. But you're right. There's not too many islands around, and so if we look. So at this point we're committed to PWAK. Just like saying PWAK. There's some. So we're 937 nautical miles from PWAK. And PKMJ, not BNJ, PKMJ is our alternate. So that's 1200. But that's from here, right? You
Right.
see. If we were to do, can I do? Because it's a good. Let me try to play a little game here. Do a fix out of PKMJ. I mean, we can clear our ETP. Well, ETP1. So what's the? Do you mind going to your progress page? Enter PKMJ. I just want to visualize how much to the left we would have to go. So you get a bearing.
Bearing at 208.
208. So if I put a radial, that would be 28. I don't know if they extend the radial this far. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. So it's a bearing of 208. So, I mean, the other way would be from present position, but I mean, we can see right on the 208. It's not quite 90 degree, but it's a good turn.
Right.
It's a good 50, 60 degree to the left. So, the sooner we know we need to get there, the more fuel we can save. But the worst case
almost due south.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Not quite. Yeah. So, I was hoping I could use the radial, unless I did. So you gave me 208, right?
Yeah.
Minus 180, that's 28. So I was expecting the 28 radial to get us here. I wonder if we plan if it's just not showing. Yeah, I don't know how far out. Yeah. Well, there was an attempt at that. How is the guy behind us? Is he catching up? Oh yeah, we lost our ATC here.
He's about
Go
5
back.
miles behind us.
Is that Air France? Is that Air France? It is not Air
Let's
France.
see.
It's the other guy. It's Delta?
I can tell you in just 1 second.
He's not. Oh, there we go. There we go. No, it might be.
That is Foxtrot Papa Yankee 1.
Yeah.
He's in an A320.
Okay, so we're racing one of ours. Okay, traffic on. Flight ID on. So it's not
He's
that
showing
guy.
a ground speed of 504.
So I need to go here, traffic select. Yeah, finally. Finally! I got him. So
slowly but
it is
surely
Air
he's
France.
overtaking us. He's in Air
Man.
France?
Yeah, no, it shows AF. I'm not I thought that would be... I don't know. What's his call
Are you talking about the guy behind us?
Yeah, like 3 miles behind us. I was guessing.
His call sign?
Yes.
His call sign is Foxtrot Papa Yankee 1.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what Foxtrot Papa Yankee is.
I do not know. Are we east now? No, we're still 177 west. My maps are throwing a fit, right? Because we're gonna pass the... One point in time, if you follow us on VATSIM radar or similar, you will have to swipe right heavily to get to the other side of the world. Because we're gonna disappear on the west side and reappear on the east side. But you're totally right. I don't know. He's going to Wake Island, and he's indeed doing 503. He's at 34,000. So we know there's a little bit of altitude issue. I mean, we can see him, right? He's right there, off our right wing, in the distance. So yeah, he's gonna overtake us.
Yeah, he's a little bit faster on the ground speed.
No, I think there is too much we can do at this point. I mean, what can we throw overboard? Peanuts and chips? I'm not willing to throw peanuts and chips overboard. Ah, yeah. He's Okay, do you think we should keep the seatbelt sign on with all our adventures, or you think we can finally...
I think we can.
I think we could.
I think we're good.
Let me flip it and we lose an engine.
That is Play Airlines.
Okay. Is that a fictional? Is that a real?
No, it's a real airline.
Play Airlines?
Icelandic.
Oh, wow.
Headquartered in Reykjavik.
Reykjavik. Well, he's far from home. I mean, he's used to flying over the ocean, that I'm sure, but he's far from home.
It's a new airline. It's only 5 years old.
Okay, cool.
They have 10 airplanes.
Oh, wow. So I was hoping that the chat would be in the chat would be in the butt. The butt would be in the chat, but
Fly the A320 and A321.
all right. And he's not a Neo or anything like that.
Pardon?
He's not a. He's a. What's his? Is he A320 or A32N? Is
0.
Yeah, so he's a CEO. So he's the same engine. I mean, it could be the CFM or it could be the...
He's not being authentic. They don't fly the A320. They fly the Neo.
Oh. He got called on stream. Yeah, I mean, the contrail is kind of hard to see, and he's the LOD is not helping us there, representing his aircraft. I wonder how far... Yeah, that's them. Okay, at this point, you know, I'm gonna push my luck as much as I can. I'm like, you know what? We're going. At least it gets quieter, so we get away from our own aircraft. Any idea how far we can go before glitch?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I've never actually done this before.
Okay, I'm not totally committed to discovering how bad it's gonna be. I know if you keep going, it's gonna be a problem, but I'll let him catch up with us a little bit. I've no idea what altitude we're at compared to him. It's hard to judge.
You know the afternoon we've had, right?
Oh yeah, no, I'm
fully committed to
I'm like the dog.
enhancing it.
The dog is biting me. I'm pushing my arm into the throat. That's the only way you get away from it, Jinx. And
I
here
think
it's
we're
cool
okay
because
if
we can
if
still
see our
us.
aircraft.
Okay, all right. First Officer David said we were okay, so we're okay. We're going. Is he a pink aircraft? If he's a Barbie plane, I'm not
Well,
doing this.
he may be, because I don't
That's
know
so
how prevalent
yeah,
that is in the flight sim world.
Do we still see our aircraft?
Yep. Not very well, but yeah.
I have a feeling he's gonna be checkered Barbie plane.
It's looking that way. It is a red livery, though, I believe.
Oh, is it?
Let me look and see again real quick. Yeah,
Okay.
I think we're going to see the livery.
Oh, that would be so cool.
I think we can get a screenshot of
So
that.
he's the one. No, maybe not. But somebody stole our slot at 340. That's all I know.
Well, he's one.
Yes, that's my point. He might not be the one, but he's one of them.
Yeah, we're going to get the livery.
Oh my goodness.
You get a screenshot here?
Yeah, we can. Hold on. What's with the moon and all that? Slash. Don't be afraid. It's not the next electrical failure. Yes.
We are a blip in the sky now.
Yeah. But we're pushing the envelope. Some people
Well,
call
that-
it playing with
That's
fire.
probably a better shot.
We're gonna get loud.
Oh, there you go.
We're gonna get loud. Gotta get loud,
Much better
loud.
shot.
I mean, he's gonna glitch. I mean, like, you know, it's still pretty amazing how VATSIM can.
Do that? Yeah.
Yeah. He's a player.
I'm really looking forward to seeing
He's a player.
what 2024 is going to do.
Where are we? Oh, we're up there.
We're way up there.
Oh, we're up there. Hello.
It's kind of glitchy, isn't it?
Well, it's his position update. I don't know how often. You know, the closer you get, the more we're gonna see it. Goodbye.
Well, anyway.
All right.
He has our altitude.
So here you can see that's probably the 2,000 feet. In the sim would be fine. On TCAS, you know. No, I don't know why he's AF.
It's not showing that on TCAS, though.
I know. Well, he might be so. He might be on a different sim that doesn't model the atmosphere the same way. So we are on
okay.
standard, but we already discussed, right? Our standards is actually. We're going through his contrail. Oh, that's cool. That is actually really cool.
It's amazing how it simulates. that.
Yeah. So we're at 37. If we look at the, well, that's the GPS altitude. I think I can get our accurate MSL. Give me 1 second. MSL being our mean sea level. So the mean sea level altitude. Magic here, aircraft there. We are 37,543 feet, and you will be shocked. So the altitude on the GPS, I mean, that's within the accuracy of the GPS. You will shock to know that our MSL is our AGL.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, we're above water, so it can't be too far. Above ground level, AGL is about. MSL is about the Pacific Ocean level. Alright. So can the drone catch it? That obviously this is all fictitious. The drone would not be able to fly here, but I've seen videos of people who bring drones to a cruise ship, and then they have their drone and they don't understand what differential velocity is. So basically they are in fixed air, the boat is going, their drone is going, relative to the boat, at whatever the boat speed is. Let's ignoring the, and then you see them trying to bring the drone back to the boat. It's like,
And they're
I
not
have a
having
hard
very
time.
good luck.
I mean, I've seen some succeeding and some struggling more.
I'm surprised they allow you to.
Yeah, I don't
have
know.
a
That
drone.
might have been before, you know. All right. Well, I wonder if we can try to go under him and get a shot when he overtakes us. There's a screenshot contest. I don't know if this will matter. Oh, with the moon. Oh, the sun.
That's
No,
a
that's
cool
the
shot.
moon, right?
Yeah.
It's the sun.
No, that's the.
Wasn't the
Well-
moon over there? That's probably the sun.
Oh,
Oh,
well.
hopefully you don't trust us as pilot if we can't tell the difference between the moon and the sun. Is that us above? Way too small to be anything noticeable, right?
What's the chat saying? Are they have an opinion?
So is that an over? No, that's a star. What are we looking? Because I'm blocked
Here?
by the no. There is a little kind of in the middle above.
Oh,
There's a little.
oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't. Very well could be. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna hit. Sorry, I'm gonna hit the. Well, this is a unique perspective on flight simming.
Well, if that's the sun, it's not modeled all that
No,
well.
that's the moon. That's the sun.
Yeah, it's not modeled that well.
Yeah, well. Somebody's probably texting me, "You idiot! That's not the moon."
I take
I-
credit.
with
I'll
ev-
take credit for that.
With everything we've
I'll-
had
I'll-
so
I'll
far.
I'll take the idiot comment.
Oh gee, I'm trying to. Oh, it's hard. I mean, I'm using a freaking Xbox controller. Is there a way I can put? Is there a way I can put the moon between us?
Yeah, you are.
Hey. Whoa, whoa, whoa! He did an update. He glitched. Hit turbulence. Okay, no, I want to go. Oh, this is so hard because I have a hard time seeing where our aircraft is. I don't want to get too low.
Almost directly above, just a little bit to the
Yeah,
right.
yeah. What am I doing? What am I doing? I want to go back up.
He's almost directly under us.
Yeah. I need to move in known direction to try to understand the relative movement.
So
And on our side screen, we
He's-
see the horizon like at 90 degrees. It's kind of
so he's flying faster than we are because he's at our
yeah.
preferred altitude.
Yeah, no. I mean, we're gonna file an official complaint. I mean, okay. Oh, with the moon, the sun, the other thing in the air that's round and bright sometime.
That's not a sun.
Yeah, I know. But there's a star at least. What's happening to him? He got scared?
He's going away.
He's got scared? Did he hit some wind? Oh, we're getting TCAS warning. Yeah, but that's spurious.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, that's spurious. What happened suddenly? He didn't want us to win the screenshot contest. I'm telling you, he's on the stream. And he's like, no, I'm not letting these guys take that kind of screenshot. He started some diversion maneuver and I totally lost him. Where is he? That's the moon. Hey, you see? That's the moon, that's the plane.
I got you, but that's not a sun. whatever
Yeah.
that is.
Well, the sun. Oh, gee, I'm sure peeps are sick now. All right, let's go back on board. I'll let you know when you can open your window, and we're gonna get our drone back. Oh man. That's what 2,000 feet looks on the drone. What's happening on our wings? It's like there's some weird effect.
He slowed way down.
Did he get concerned?
I don't know. He slowed down to.
All right.
He was at 509. He's now at 442 ground speed.
I wonder if his TCAS give him something. All right, here we are. Look. Oh, whoa, Captain, slow down. Look at. So no reason to be afraid, but there's nobody at the helm. I mean, we're outside. Look at that nice little logo, Captain Tango, to my left.
Ah.
And then I should, if you have a logo for next year. All right. You ready to catch it? Put it on. Well, whenever you're ready.
Nobody flying that aircraft.
Whenever you're ready, just open your window and voila.
Interesting.
Back in the cockpit here. We got our drone. So yeah, what did we scare him? I mean, he dropped 5 miles. I wonder if he got a TCAS warning and on some I mean on this aircraft as well, but I have the
He dropped his
feature.
speed more than 60 knots.
I mean, the wind is kind of swirling and
It's pretty light right
So-
now. There's not really anything out there.
yeah, and it couldn't. You're right. It is shifting, but not necessarily. Still.
There's nothing to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly. So that shouldn't. All right. Well, we were trying to make a friend, and decided not to come
I
live with
guess.
us.
He's probably
Okay.
been flying in the red this whole time.
Well.
I don't. I don't know. That's.
I mean,
He was at about a
yeah.
27
Well,
knot higher
so
than we were.
I
at
don't
his
think
peak.
I don't think the people on stream saw it because I didn't have the ND, but we did get a TCAS, right, and RA, a resolution. So we got the TA, we got the traffic advisory, and then we got the RA, the resolution advisory. And on some aircraft, including the A320, it's an option. You can have the autopilot follow the RA. So I wonder, at those altitude, so close to the barber pole, I wouldn't want that to happen. Especially in the sim, or kind of sim. So it might be, it's not a critical feature. So from that perspective, I wonder if he got awakened by
Well,
some weird, maybe the autopilot disconnected because he started stalling and he got an alpha lock and all that good stuff.
do you think
don't
you're going
know.
to get a 27 knot difference at 2,000 feet?
27 knots.
He was at 508.
Yeah, but we were not that far, right? I know we're at 478 now, but I think we were closer to 500. No, we were.
No. This is
I
pretty
don't
much
know.
how. This
Okay,
is pretty much
okay.
where we've been.
Well, you're the pilot flying. You know.
No,
I'm
that's
just-
just the observation I made a while
I'm
back.
just the pilot eating the warm nuts here.
Because I saw him creeping up on us, and I'm going,
Yeah.
we're pretty much maxed out. What is he doing?
Venus? No, it was the sun.
And
I'm
I
sure
don't
it
I
was the
don't
sun.
know enough whether
Yeah.
2,000 feet can make that much of a difference in your performance.
Well, let's look at the tropo. That's another thing. Are we gonna talk troposphere? For some reason, the troposphere was not displayed here. Like I've on this chart, I have our little map with the nice arc over the blue. So we passed ETP. Did we pass? Where are we headed to? 21 north, 170 east. Oh. So we're getting closer. We're getting closer. I was What was the tropo? Here's the tropo. The tropo is super high here. That's why it's not on the. It's the 5350. So as we're below tropo, higher should be better. I mean, it's a trade-off. We had to get there, but it's a long flight, so it should pay off. And no, that's if the winds are the same. And we know the winds are not the same, but with these light winds, it's just not. So 23 north, 170 east, 21 north, 170 east. The winds where lights are kind of all. They are kind of shifting. I mean, they're 213, or at least they were planned to be 213 at 11 at 320, 246 at 16 at 340, but that's headwind. 254 at 22 at 3, and they don't look anything like that here.
They're not that.
I mean, that's
0, 2,
you
1,
know,
and
way
5.
back. Okay, 23 north. So maybe 20. We're closer to 23 north 18. So, but still 28 at 6. Okay, that's closer. So we've. But 340 is 97. That's so that's better for the. That's better for the tailwind, but it's still only 7 knots. Yeah, I don't know what would explain him catching up.
Having that much of a difference in speed.
It's alright. It's alright.
Like it's either that or he's been riding in the barber pole
Yeah, who knows?
the whole time.
I mean, when we...
and then he came back into his cockpit and goes, "Oh,
I shouldn't do that. Well. The chat has been pretty... With 6 people watching and only 4 likes. How do we explain that?
because I'm on there and I haven't liked it."
David. I appreciate your honesty.
No, I haven't pushed the like button.
Yeah. You meant to. I'm glad.
I just pushed the like button.
I thought you were ready to say, "Oh, I give you a thumb down, a dislike," because of
Well,
all the crap you
my
put me through.
performance.
Oh, come on. You get this is for charity. This is for entertainment. But yeah, chat. Oh, gee, there's some breezy breeze in the cockpit. What are we losing? We don't need our load sheet. It is what it is. We're carrying what we're carrying.
Right.
At this point, we're just we're cruising. Literally, figuratively, we're cruising. So you know what these maps in SimBrief make me think of? When I was a kid, I came to the US with my parents. I must have been like 13, 14. I'm pretty sure it was on the 747. And at that time, you know, no GPS, inertial reference system all the way. They would have these big maps that they would put in the cabin, like by the restroom. And you would see, especially at the end of the flight, I don't know if it was a copy or sometimes they would have the one from the pilots, and you could see where they checked.
So
I wish I had
the progress.
Yeah.
So you could see that as a passenger, because it'd be
well, basically it was a physical map, and if they must maybe at midway put an updated one. I don't remember. I know for sure I've seen the one where it's just a map, right? This is our route, and they put it, and it was certainly 4 times this. As a kid, I was always looking. I always liked maps. It's cool. But I remember some. Wonder if I probably asked for one once. Don't ask me where it is, but so I like and they had I'm sure they had the ETUPs and all that good stuff. So this one is the one with the wind. I mean, there's more data on SimBrief, but I only print the cross section. But we can still see. Oh, the wind is shifting. It's a little tricky to read. I'm a pilot. I'm here to fly, not to read. So the wind is definitely shifting. We had the bigger tailwind here. So now it's turning into this nothing wind.
Better than the headwind.
Yes, yeah. Oh man, the first few flights, like it was 100. Which flight? Remind me, which flight did we do together? I'm sorry, I don't. It's all a blur.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember now. We did.
Did we fly into Cairo?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you had that landing in the sandstorm, or
Yes.
whatever that thing was.
Whatever that. I mean, we didn't see the
low visibility, and then
we didn't see the Pappies until what? Maybe
I don't know, 3, 4,
500,
yeah.
if that.
And the ILS glide
ILS
slope was off
yeah.
by Las Vegas style
and to
by
be honest
200
with you,
feet.
In Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's not terribly accurate sometimes.
I know.
And
But the problem is that
so
I'm not sure it's
I sometimes
consistently one or the other.
But
So-
if you don't have visual, then
Yes.
it's difficult to
Yeah.
to
Well, you have
compensate for a bad Pappy.
Yeah, you have 3 inputs, right? You have your Mac eyeballs, you have the Peppy, and you have the glide slope. Sometimes even the plane complaining about, glide slope.
Yes.
And
I
you
get
might
that.
be on. Yeah, you can press there to turn it off temporarily, or you can just disconnect
And-
here the GPWS glide slope mode.
Yeah, because if I'm visually
um,
okay, then I will ignore it
Yeah. No, that's
because
that's always
it's
good.
probably not accurate.
That's why you pilot in command. Okay, so we beat that guy back into submission behind us, so that's good.
But when you don't have
That's
visual,
good.
then you have to rely on it,
Yeah.
and it's not fun when it's
So
not
most people
accurate.
are below us, right? I mean, 340 was the optimum.
How far back did he
So-
drop?
It's not too bad. I say that, and
Maybe
then
check and see if
yeah, no, he's
if
dropping.
he picked up his
Oh
speed
boy,
again.
no. He's showing only 356 now. Was that? Is that?
Well, he
right?
was down to 342.
Right? Yeah, his ground speed is only 356. Indicated 190. Is this guy like
But he
a
has dropped way back.
PWM on the throttle? It's everything or nothing. PWM is not an aviation acronym. That's a pulse width modulation. So that's how your LED dimming works.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know either. I mean, I can see relative altitude. He got scared. We gave him the good old TCAS alert. Well done, David. Well done. So when you have somebody
Good job, autopilot.
riding your tail, and you just lift your foot from the accelerator, and during the day you put your lights on, so it looks like your brake lights. You're not braking, but I don't want to brake check anybody, but that'll yeah. It's either that or
Wake 'em up.
it's the screenshot contest. I don't know. Well, we need to wake up the chat.
I'm sure he's.
We need to
Is
wake up the
anybody
chat.
out there?
I don't know. Yeah. We have several viewers. It's not just you. Sorry, it's not just you. I mean, if you want to chat, I mean, you can send me text. I'll send you text. And can you hear me now? Oh boy. Come on, guys.
Oh, we're up to 8.
All right. That's good. That's good. They heard this is where
It's happening.
where it's happening. I mean, a few flights ago we had a nice dono of $2, and we were exploring the ditching button, and I made the mistake to say, I don't know what would happen if I press the ditching button. And guess what? The kids in the back were, press it, Dad, press it. Yeah, it's either.
So how'd it go?
Oh, you know what's gonna happen. I mean, we need another donation for that to happen or to explain. I'm sorry. This is not free lunch, guys. So yeah, we did.
I mean, the first thing you know is that it's a guarded switch, right? The ditching.
Right.
So that tells you something. You don't want to press it by mistake. Now it's a black.
Is it simulated?
You want to know?
Let-
Would our viewer wants to know? Come on, this is for charity and science. What could be better?
That's right.
Charity and science.
Put a
You would feel
put a
like
crowbar in the wallet.
You would feel like a CS guy. Charity and science. Yeah.
Oh,
And the dad jokes. Yeah. No, so
he's not going to give it up unless somebody comes through.
No. I'm not. It's okay. We can move on. That's fine. You know, everybody has to feed their kids. I understand. So yeah, you have the black guarded. So that's the ditching. What else is? I know people can't see the command evacuation. That's also a black guarded switch. And it's
what
two
does that do?
styles.
What does that do in
That would just start the
in real life?
that we might get for free. Oh yeah, that we might get for free. So I mean, the people in the bank is gonna scare like shit, and it might scream. But if we were to open the black guarded switch, and command evacuation, because we're not on the ground, I don't think it's doing anything. If we were on the ground, you would hear the. I mean, it alerts the flight attendants on their screen and all that, and then you have the horn. So you have the horn both in the cockpit and in the back. But I think the damn Airbus, it's smart enough to know that we're not. If somebody reminds me in the chat to do that, or David, if you remind me once we're in the ground.
Oh yeah, you try it out.
Like I know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I know what I'm gonna do, chat. As soon as he touched down,
Now-
I'm gonna scare the bejesus out of David.
Now these guarded engine starts.
Engine starts, and
that
those
in-
are
in
guarded.
flight? Engine failure?
No.
'Cause you would
Well,
still be down here, right?
yes, yeah. No, that's in some case if you had a aborted start, it's some different situation. You might have to use the. I mean, you're asking Captain Tango. You know, I'm not a real pilot.
Right.
But but there's different ones. So there's the black guarded, which is kind of this little grid, right?
Uh-huh.
Little window. If you were to put the four colors, it would look like a Windows logo. They're gonna copyright strike me, but that's fine. I'll talk to Bill. We'll resolve it. Or I'll have John talk to Bill. That guy knows him. Then you have the purely black, full black, right? Like the emergency general. And the reason is because here, if I use it, I know I can't see it. The command, and then you see it through. You have to see what state it's on.
Right.
So if I have it
But
on,
you
I
don't-
see
you don't
evac
get a-
flashing and.
You don't get a warning or anything.
No, I think the Airbus is so smart. It's like, dude, stop playing with toys here. I know we're in the air. I know we're in the air. Are you sure you want to evac in the
Nobody's
air?
evacuating the
Nobody's
36,000.
evacuated in the air. And a question for chat. How does the Airbus know we're in the air?
Good question.
No. How does the Airbus know we are in the air? Seems like an important question. I mean,
I think they're asleep.
they're asleep at the wheel, at the chat. Well, I mean, there's a good 10-second delay, so we need to give them a little time. But yeah, Captain Tango is asking. Maybe F4 Crafty can type that. Captain Tango, little quiz here. How does the Airbus? I mean, there's all kinds of things, right?
Right.
You would think maybe the altitude, but that depends on where you are. Maybe the
Bottle
radar.
discharge.
Hold on. Let's finish with this. You don't
Okay.
want to know how the Airbus knows we're in the air? That's fine. Okay. All right. Moving on.
The computer
moving
tells
on.
it it's in the air.
Yeah, but how does the computer know?
Because you have an out. What's the word? That's showing your altitude.
Oh, the pitot?
Well, not just the pitot, but you've
Okay,
got
the air data reference, the ADR.
well, and physically you've got the you've got holes or vents or what.
Well, you have
do
the
call
pitot
those?
static, and then you have the
Static. Yeah.
Yeah, but that
that-
just measures pressure.
You're right. That does not measure altitude. You got me.
All right. I'm disappointed that chat. Is John still there?
Oh,
Oh, is he
somebody
talking
said GPS. Oh, the Crafty
Is-
said GPS.
Crafty said, is my stream frozen?
No.
Okay. Where did you see
Well-
GPS? I think sometimes my live chat, the chat has been probably
Oh.
screaming at me, and the freaking live chat froze.
No, it's you.
Well, maybe not for you.
There you are.
GPS. Crafty! Well, I mean, GPS is another way to know your altitude, right? You could look at
Oh.
the GPS, but once again, it's kind of tricky because that's kind of an absolute altitude. You don't know if you're in the ground, right? What level is ground? Are we talking Amsterdam below sea level? Are we talking Quito?
Are we sitting on top of
8,000?
the Mount Everest?
That's right. Oh, yeah. I believe that if we were to hit Mount Everest or do a skillful landing on the snow with gear up, I believe the aircraft would not know we are on the ground. So there's a hint there. There's a hint there.
Gear up.
Okay, it has to do with the gear. But gear up is still... So it has to do with the gear. I believe the gear has to be down. So how would the gear know? Because we put the gear down, you know, a few miles out, right, before we land, and
Right.
still knows it's not on the ground. And I'm kind of playing silly
No,
here,
no, no.
but
I'm saying
it's
when
important.
the gear's up, it knows it's in the air.
Yeah, but from there I was inferring that if the gear is down, then it knows. So, and yeah, it's kind of funny for the evac, but there's a lot of important things that need to happen and cannot only happen when you're on the ground. And some of it has to do with the gear. So when the plane knows it's on the ground, if you're on the ground and you put the gear up, it's not gonna do that. It's not gonna do that. It's like I
Right.
know better. We're on the ground. You probably want your landing gears. And then if that mechanism fail, that's why with the gear pin. So when the aircraft is stored, you know, overnight or whatever, that's why we put the gear pin and just make sure there's nothing failing there, and mechanically, boom, his gears are locked. So what happens when you land and on touchdown, your spoilers are armed?
Right? They activate.
Based on knowing that you're on the ground. The auto brake, it's not immediate, but so there's a lot of things that use the will narrow it down, but the fact that the gears, so it's the fact that the gears are on the ground.
Is it a switch that's activated from the centrifugal force of landing?
It's not necessarily during landing, right? You can be sitting on the... You're getting closer. You're getting closer. So, and I don't know the exact details. So I don't know if it's using the strut compression or whatever, but there is a sensor called the WOW. You can Google that. It's the wow factor, which is weight on wheel. I'm sure if you do Airbus, weight on wheel. And for once, the name tells you the answer, which is not always the case in freaking aviation. Weight on wheel. So the gears have a sensor that basically a load cell or something like that that just tells you. I mean,
So
the
when there's
thing
no
is
load-
70
when
ton.
there's
You
no
know,
load on the wheels.
you assume
or-
to be on the ground. No, there's probably
other than it has to factor for the weight.
when the gear is down and there is no vertical load on the wheels. The wheels on weight sensor will
knows it's still in the air.
So I believe somebody can dig deep down in the Airbus manual. There is probably a connection with the weight on wheel sensor and the evac that prevents the sound, because it's a nasty sound. That's why I'm saying as soon as you touch down, I'm gonna. I wondered if we had it on, for example. Anyway. I'm just looking for things to do next time somebody visits me. You know? And that's how nobody visits me, but
like we haven't had enough excitement today.
that's why I said for when somebody visits me. On your next visit, David.
There we go.
So anyway, so the spoilers, the auto brake. The auto brake doesn't engage immediately. I believe it waits a few seconds because it before it engage. Depends on the setting, low or medium. The auto brake use acceleration, meaning in this case deceleration sensor, to apply the brake and maintain a constant deceleration. So there's probably a million other things that have to be the wheel on the weight on wheel. Jesus, I can't. The weight on wheel sensor is that info is used by a lot of things, which begs the question: can we fail the weight on wheel sensor? That's a $10 question. But
that's a good question.
Can we fail? I need to clean up some stuff we did earlier today to recover. So hold on. I just don't want to by mistake press the pause or the freeze. So I remove them. Failures. Section 32. So I don't think I can directly fail it. I mean, I could give you an auto brake failure, gear locked up, nose wheel steering, you know, tire pressure. You tell me. I mean, we have a lengthy menu here. Or you can skip. Maybe it's like they're trying to sell you the appetizer and you can skip. Alright, you're giving me the face that you don't want an appetizer. Alright, fair enough.
Real thing.
Fair enough. Then my next
entree.
My next hope, you already stuffed, man. We already ate enough with all these adventure here. So my next hope is the circuit breakers. But I don't know. I mean, I have like 200 plus circuit breakers I can pop on you. I'm pretty sure it's called WOW. Yeah, that might not be model. That is very disappointing. What is the WHC? FO Crafty, what's the WHC? We have two of them. What happens if I can... Oh, I can feel your wiper. How would you feel about that?
The what?
I can fail your wiper, your windshield wiper. You want to know my favorite failure? Okay, I'll give you my favorite failure. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready? Let's see what I can do. In the next 5 minutes, something's gonna fail. Circuit breaker. And the life of everyone on board is gonna become miserable. So you better be prepared. All right, buckle up.
You're gonna fail the packs.
Buckle up. Oh, that would make it miserable. Yeah. So it's everyone. It's not just for the pilot. Something is about to happen, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we have one lady and two gentlemen in the. Yeah, we'll fix it. We'll fix it.
It's just a circuit breaker pop.
Yeah. I think I armed more than one just to be safe. We have 2 bottles of champagne here we're gonna pop. So in the next 5 minutes. Oh, there we go. Now, in the level of failures, you notice we didn't get a master caution or a master warning. So you have to notice it on the ACAM.
Okay.
So
lavatory and galley fan fault.
So
how is that going to make
the fart
passengers
fan? The fart fan in the lavatory failed.
Oh,
yes.
That's not good.
That's not good. No.
That's bad.
That is terrible.
Yeah.
That is my favorite failure.
Hopefully it's the rear lavatory.
Yeah, I know. We can still use as yeah.
We can put a towel under the on the against the crack in the door.
I mean, we're lucky. Our door is
pretty sealed.
Yeah, although, do you know the Boeing pilots learned that the hard way? Do you know it has a blow-up panel on the Max? Because if there is a rapid decompression, the section between the cockpit and the
we got an emergency light.
Oh no, we got a master caution.
Yep. Because somebody is
Captain
using
Tango
the lavatory.
Captain Tango touched thing he shouldn't have touched. Oh, wait a second. Didn't I say the audio? Oh, shit. I'll come back to that. Hold on, guys. I'll give you some situational awareness. I'll go dig in something. I don't need to see this. I think I forgot to start the audio, and maybe that's why we didn't hear. Oops. Somebody's gonna call bullshit on my.
Yeah, why didn't we get a audio?
Yeah. But I'm curious now if we were to do this, if it would sound. Oh yes, shit, I'm wrong.
I'm sorry, what'd you flip?
I flipped the command evacuation. So.
So you had the sound off?
So yeah, remember I didn't. Yeah.
Okay, now we've got.
Oh boy.
CB tripped rear panel.
CB. So we have a circuit breaker on the rear panel.
S-V.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's part of the same.
These are two different faults, right?
Yes, it's two different faults. It's part of the same. One is the controller of the fan. One is the fan itself, or something like that. So I want to make sure you got the full. So this is technically the supply.
Well, the passenger.
So let me rearm. Let's pretend we go to the bulkhead there, and or maybe it's in the overhead. I doubt, but does it say where it is? Trip rear panel. Let me reset it, and we'll see what happens.
Did you reset
maybe that was the off.
Did you reset the master caution?
Yeah. So if we clear this, clear that. Yeah, galley fan, lavatory detector. That's the supply. If I do a recall, I promise you I can fix it. Maybe I can't deliver on my promise. There we go. It's fixed. It's fixed. I don't want to be the one. You do that PA announcement if they can't use the lavatory. I'm not the one doing it. I'm telling you.
Sorry, folks. We've got an hour and a half to go, and
we're gonna stop drink service for sure.
I'm trying to remember where I was flying. It was a long flight. Maybe it was Austin, Seattle. But I think every single passenger on that plane used the lavatory.
Oh, gee. The line was...
It was just... Well, it wasn't necessarily a line, but it was just... It was constant.
Okay, constant. Yeah.
I go, yeah, I'm good. I think I'll hold out.
So, we are, what, 130 miles from our ETAPS exit? How far are we from our destination here?
533
okay. All right, we're getting there. When are we contacting? Are we just still on Unicom? Because, I mean, VATSIM is cool.
I looked. I don't think there is a. There's a center. I think there's just an approach and a tower.
Okay. Well, let's. I almost forgot that. At one point in time, we'll have to talk to somebody here. Just having too much fun in the cockpit.
Yeah, I noticed that a while back, so I don't know if a center came on or not.
So, Wake Island Airfield approach departure is on 119.6, and we still have plenty of time, but those are not going to change. Tower, I don't know if we'll ever get ground, but we'll start with tower is on 121.9. Do we want to get an ATIS?
Let's see if we can.
Let me get an ATIS for you. It's a little easier on this side, right? As we figured out.
I got it right here. If you want it.
Oh well, let's compare.
Yeah,
PWAK.
should be the same one.
Is that a Star Wars character? Oh, I'm not a big Star Wars guy. It's alright. PWAK, let's go. PWAK. Well, this is the VATSIM one. You're looking at the VATSIM one? I
Yes.
don't know if there's an...
If they're the
well,
same?
there's probably no real one. Well, they should be close, right? They should be... let me do this. Oh. 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 Oh, here we go. Oh, shoot. Oh, we jammed the printer. Wait for chips. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Put it on the data loader. That's better. So every time I have to update my Navigraph, I have to open the data loader, connect, and just get the thing. What? You don't believe me?
No, I don't believe you.
All right. So next year I'm gonna have a freaking data loader.
Yeah?
I mean, why not? I mean, I'm in the process of ordering the compass. You know, you can pop here and you get the wet compass.
Mm-hmm.
So next year you'll have a wet compass.
Okay.
All right. So PWAK. PWAK, Wake Island Information Delta. Is that what we're talking about?
Yep.
Time 0055 Zulu.
Yep.
Shoot. That's okay. Almost
That's
an hour
pretty
ago.
old.
That's fine. Yeah.
No, it's almost 2 hours old, isn't it?
No, 155 would be 1 hour. When 139.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Landing and departing runway 10. Expect RNAV approach runway 10. We'll use that. Departing aircraft expect PDC via text. Oh, wind is 7014, gusting 19.
Ah.
It's a good thing you have a working site stick, because there's no auto land ILS in there. 7 status mile visibility, few clouds 1900, scatter 2600, temperature 32, dew point 25, altimeter 290902. Oh, that's nice. Full radar and tower service available due to special event. Taxi into the apron via Bravo and exit towards Alpha. Acknowledge receipt of information Delta. So we're gonna use
It's identical to what's in VATSIM.
that. Well, it pulls it from their server, so that's good to know, right? And I know I read it. I can display it in multiple page. We got our handy dandy printer. You know what? I've been flying this thing for 3 years, and I've finally had to change the printer
The
roll.
paper?
Yeah. When I bought the printer, I bought like 10 extra rolls, thinking that they'll fly on the.
You're never going to use them all, are you?
No, I mean they use it. Maybe they use it in the lavatory, and that's what you clog the fan. I don't know. Anyway, you know, we're gonna put that in our. Well, let's do the flight plan first. PWAK, arrival, RNAV 10, so we know what to no stars. Via no SPAD. Okay, SPAD. Can always delete it.
I
Boom.
think that's the
Destination
approach
EF estimated fuel on board below minimum. Ha!
It's what?
The estimated fuel on board is we know
Yeah.
below minimum.
SPAD is the initial approach fix.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter what the computer says. I mean, we gotta go there. So, I mean, no. What you can do,
So they're telling us we're below minimums?
yeah, and you can say, "Oh, I'm gonna fix it." Boom. Here, I'm fixing it. There we go. Now we have 2 minutes extra fuel fixed. So you can tell the computer. No. I don't. That was half a joke. The way I could do it, once we exit ETOPS, we don't need our ETOPS fuel. Right?
Right.
So that's 200 kilogram. So, and the contingency, you know, is based on the whole flight. We're already, you know, 3/4 into the flight, but so once we passed, I could put 1.1, so we'll be right on the money.
And we're going to exit within 80
Yeah.
90
Hopefully
miles.
no other lavatory fan is gonna break between here and there. Okay. Do you want to put
Well,
the
we could
weather
empty
over?
the lavatory here, right?
Oh yeah, we could
Dump?
get a little lighter.
I will save us
Okay.
some fuel.
What do we want to do? You
We want to put the put
performance?
yeah, let's put.
All right.
Where did I put this? What is this? Is
Well,
that
I
this
didn't-
take car? No, this is Honolulu. Okay, let me do some cleanup here first.
What did I do with that?
Which one? What?
Oh, did you print it?
Yeah,
Okay.
this one. But I was about to read it to you.
Okay.
But I realized that having the ground chart for Honolulu is not particularly helpful right here, right now.
No.
Nor is the departure. So I'm finally doing some long overdue cleanup here. And I will bring up, because I'm prepared. You know, I look like a monkey up here, but I'm prepared. Despite flying Microsoft 2020 now, I'm still prepared. PWAK, look at this. I got a PWAK RNAV, I got a PWAK. I mean, the runway, the island is basically the airport. The
It looks
airport
like
is
it.
the island. Alright, so we got that ready. Look at us. Okay, so yeah, for the perf, well, QNH we heard 29er, 9er2. So 29er, you have to put the.
You do have to put that
yeah,
in.
yeah, so that it no, it's not a. And I know I should have told you altimeter 29er, 9er2. Temperature 32, so nice, even warmer than in Honolulu.
Pretty warm.
Yes, it's pretty much the temperature in the room. And the wind, so when you have gusting wind, we can talk about that. You still enter just the base wind. So 7-0 at 14. It's gusting 19, but a wonderful feature of the Airbus, the ground speed mini will take care of it. So it would guarantee that whatever the winds are doing there, it will maintain a ground speed and and we can look at that as we go.
Minimum is
minimum
460.
LNAV is 460, which is 437 feet over the ground. So we can put that in there.
437?
Oh, no, we're back in yes, 460.
Yeah.
On the barrel.
Oh, okay.
I give you the.
I see what you're saying.
I give you the ground altitude.
Okay.
All right. So that's the straight-in landing, runway 10. It's pretty Espat and Dupouf down to 2000 at Ensign, and then okay. Do you want to review that now or a little closer? Probably a little closer, right? So
Yeah.
it will be fresh in our. Will be fresher than those lavatories in our head. All right. So the what? Somebody on the frequency? Did I hear someone
heard
in the
anything.
frequency? I heard a little. Maybe somebody keyed a mic. It might be too far. How many Super and 747 are going there? I mean,
US 77 Alpha, radio check. I think I'm having some issues here with
that's on
VATSIM. I
Unicom.
want to check if this is working.
I got your battle plan.
5x5.
Thanks.
Okay.
Not much else to do up here but radio check. We got you 5x5 too.
How about meow?
5.
Oh no, please, no meow.
What?
There you go. That's creative.
Well, you know he's awake.
Oh, now you got it started.
For some reason,
Or people is crazy.
VATSIM radar is not showing me.
Awake and crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering.
Yeah, I think
This is
everybody's
what they
on
get
a
when
few
they
days,
wake up.
like, no, he doesn't.
There was nothing on the radio, and now the radio is.
Yeah,
Hey, are we
everybody's
back yet?
bored.
Oh,
I can turn this plane around.
we're going to a Wake Island, right?
Wait, I thought this was Miami.
Speedbird 47 Charlie Delta 209 request.
Oh, we have a
That
request.
pass your message, 47 Charlie? Yeah, just wondering, how's the beverages?
How's the beverage?
We have a couple like this, some gin.
They might be watching their
Vodka
stream or something
and
like
a
that.
cup of tea for Chewy. Well, you should first of all take the gentleman that's drinking the cup of tea, and you should throw him out of the flight deck, and then serve him a real beverage.
Irish coffee.
Oh, gin sounds really good. Give enough gin to go around.
Oh, would they ever want the Bombay Sapphire? It's about 470. Do you want the baguette with cheese? Oh my god. Nobody wants a French baguette. Get off the radio. French baguette. Yeah, French baguette. Hello.
Hey, hold on. We were, I think, in Lisbon, and the French baguette landed, then Swiss, and then French baguette, and I don't make that up.
Yeah, when I first heard French baguette, I'm like, wow.
So we got a sandwich. We got the cheese sandwich.
What about an American
A
baguette?
Swiss cheese sandwich.
Hey, there's no such thing. We only drink beer.
Amen to that. I've got the kegerator in the garage.
It's a
We
freaking
don't have
CKM
one of those
line.
yet, but we'll be in
Everybody at the same point in time is that this is a long flight.
Well, they're bored.
touch. Wouldn't it be good if you could have taps right in the flight deck?
All I have to do is move the kegerator in here. It has 4 taps.
Gentlemen, this is Aussie 121 just saying we've got 6 taps outside the simulator. Okay, Aussie 121 for the first time in WorldFlight in 10 years. I'm actually jealous.
Hey, we got hot nuts from first class.
We also have a frozen margarita machine. Oh my goodness. Alright, Delta D09 signing off because we're embarrassed and that would just, wow.
Hey, I want a margarita. Can you just throw one of those margaritas out the door? I'll catch it.
No, we have a
It's just after
headwind.
morning here as well, but we're already drinking.
It's beer o'clock somewhere in the world.
Hey, sir.
Well, at least the good thing is we don't have Oceanic over here going on.
Amen to that.
And I actually set up a code too, just in case.
The only position report we have to make is the level in the margarita machine.
Oh, okay. Give me extra high altitude level, please.
We're going to declare minimums.
Unable.
Now we've got 18 knot headwind.
Yeah, I know.
Please say something French over 100, please.
Negative.
All kinds of shenanigan. Oh, I'm still on manual on my weather radar.
All that started with an innocent radio check.
This is center. You need to turn 180 degrees. You're going the wrong way, sir. Des négatifs.
La baguette française, juste pour être sûr que vous avez bien compris, demi-tour, 180 degrés, retour vers Hawaï. Merci.
Non, c'est pas possible. Moi, je continue sur ma route. I continue on my way.
Oh, that's a Canadian baguette. That's not a real baguette.
I recommend you guys look into clients. All right, Baguette Man. Possible pilot deviation. I got a phone number for you to copy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1-800-BAGETTE. I wonder, we're gonna get a chat on VATSIM. I made friends with French Baguette right there. We're about to get out of ETOPS, which means
Yes, we are.
we're gonna be an hour from the field. We're gonna have to overshoot a little bit and come back. So does that check? 152, 258. That's 106. Wonderful. Don't pay attention to amber. You know, just little color variation. Irish style color. You know, I wouldn't worry about that. Plus, did I already? Yeah, I already used my little trick on the ETOPS.
And it's still not working.
I have another trick. I mean, the 15, I mean, I can't touch the final reserve. That's a no-no. I can't touch the fuel to our alternate. That's a no-no.
Yeah, but once we exit, we're good.
Yeah, well, the contingency fuel is for the whole.
Well, yeah, no, I'm talking
whole
about the
flight.
ETOPS fuel.
Yeah, but I already took that.
Oh, you took it out.
Yeah, I was trigger happy. No, because I rounded things up. That there's, you know, the contingency is 698, so that's point every year.
I think I'm okay. Thank you. I'm good. Thank you.
So what we could do is when we sum up, because I round up, no.
Is this an operational matter?
698 and 0.7, that's 2 kilogram. That's not going to save the day. But the final reserve is 1047, so I put 11. And by now, we don't need the full contingency, right? Because we already made. So what was the? Oh, that's the most annoying one. I don't know why we do that. That part is not necessarily funny to me, but whatever.
Oh,
we can go on guard for that.
Category.
We can go on guard for that.
It was likely Qantas 25. They've been known to do that.
ETP1 fuel. No, not ETOPS exit.
Exit. Yeah.
So fuel on board.
24, thank you very much.
7980.
So
I mean, no reason to wait now. You may as well start now. Qantas 25.
7.9. So yeah, the delta has grown to 700 kilogram.
Affirmative.
Yeah.
So that's a Mach 0.81. I mean that's costs you a lot of gas to get just a little faster. It's all good. Alright, let me do some cleanup here on our fixed info. Clear ATP1, clear the exit, we know we passed that.
What's your max number? You wrote fast in front of me.
875.
Okay. Hey, turn off the afterburners, buddy. No one likes to show off.
You have a baguette rocket. Yeah, fast.
Baguette rocket. Rocket is actually arugula.
Yeah, and I want to go to sleep. So it's okay.
I heard a scratch on the frequency, turn in, and then.
And I didn't hear it.
I might have had mine tuned, you know, a little higher. Hey, that's what.
Well, I climbed and got more headwind. Yeah, go back down. Hey.
And we're gonna have to sort, you know.
All stations, Qantas 25 is 120 nautical miles from Wake Island, leaving flight level 360 on descent.
So we're gonna have
Congratulations.
to sort it out by ourselves. So he's like 200 miles ahead of us, if not more, because if he's starting his descent now, he's a good chunk.
He said he's 120 out.
Yeah, I don't remember what he.
Yeah, he said 120.
Okay. So one thing we can do, because we can't wait until we contact approach, right? We have to start our descent all by ourselves, like big boys and girls. So what I like to do, I'll simply put the fix info. So the way you do fix, once again, top left LSK. So left one, fix info. PWAK, we could use the VOR PWAK. I mean, it's not about accuracy. Put the airport, and so we're at 360 times 3, 36 times 3. You use the pheasant, so that's 108. Let's call it 110. 10 miles to decelerate normally, but I know we're gonna go past the airport, so let's put just put 110 around the airport. And we can check where that lands. It's quite earlier compared to what the aircraft is calculating, but we have a cranky cost indexed here, which is then used in the descent. I think the cost index applied to all phase of flight, so if I were to change it like to 20, it will also change. Yeah, it changed everywhere, and so that would move the top of descent a little bit. Alright, how is the traffic? Do we need to start figuring out? I think we
We've
separate
got-
okay, but the guy behind us is... I mean, we're really scared that play guy.
I'm gonna look again where he's at.
It dropped. It dropped. The one I'm curious about is American behind us. That's American 858. So we don't have to ask for his... he's doing 491 over the ground, I think.
So he sped all
He's
the way
a
back
heavy.
up.
No. The one behind us now is not. American overtook him, and American is about to overtake us. It's AL 858, and we're doing the best we can, and getting only 456 over the ground. He's getting 490, but he is. What is he flying? He is in a 787. One thousand.
Okay, it's the beer and the SQ for you.
I wonder if we should swap position. How far is he? 20 miles. He's at 380. Is that?
You talking about the Delta?
No, the American Delta is in front of us, right?
Yes.
209.
Oh, I see. The American.
Delta, yeah, American. He's a
He
plastic
is
princess.
No, he's at 36.
Oh yeah,
491. He's
yeah,
gonna overtake
I don't
us.
know. Well, but there's not enough track miles.
For him to do that?
I don't think there is enough track miles for him to do that. Yes. I mean, I know it's still 350 in the WorldFlight, but even 40 knots difference is not. I mean, it's only not even 10%, right? Okay. And the frequency is back to dead silent. And if you're joining us now, thank you for doing that. We are less than an hour from our destination. A nice little destination. Estimated fuel on board below minimum. But compared to the beginning of this flight, this is the least of our worries.
Welcome to the party.
Basically, we had to restart the stream, or separate stream, because we had a complete electrical failure in the room, not of the plane, not of no crash of the computer, just everything went down. So that was a bit of an adventure, restarting in the air, but we managed. I explained a little bit of an extra delay here, but we're still trying to catch up. That's why we crank it up to Mach 0.81, which is pretty much as fast as we can go. You can see how close to the barber pole we are. The flight plan was calculated at Mach 0.8. Normally we take 60 or 90 minutes of extra fuel, but because of our alternate being 2 hours away and requiring thus 4.8 tons of fuel, because of the longer flights or typical route reserve, and then because of ETOPS, that kept adding up. 12. Our fuel consumption was supposed to be 12.7 tons because of the restart, we can't trust the fuel used. So ignore that. When we restarted, we reloaded the fuel quantity, or best estimate of the fuel quantity at the time of that little visit from our friend, or gremlins, or electrical friends there, chewing on the wires. And so all in all, yeah, cranking it up, even if it's from 0.81 to 0.8, from 0.80 to 0.81, cost us some extra fuel. So we are past ETOPS, so we removed that. The road reserve immediately gets added. We're just on the limit, but that's the reason. We loaded all the fuel. We topped the tank, right? 19 ton. That's what the A320 can do. So typically, oh, new subscriber. Thank you. Just caught that. I'm sure I might have missed a few prior to that, but appreciate the subs. We just passed 2,500 sub last yesterday or the day before. Yesterday. Everything is a blur now. Every day is blur day here. All I know is that after this, we only have 2 flights, which for us, I mean, the team still has quite a few, which is amazing. We only have 2. Come to think that, do you mind putting Sydney on in your progress page on your side? So if you go progress YSSY, yeah, you have the alternate right now, right? PKMJ. How far? We're only 3,500 only. I mean, I think we were as far as what, 10,000 nautical miles away from Sydney. So. So, yeah, the rest of our team is gonna take the plane through Japan, China, Hong Kong, Indonesia, and then we go from Indonesia to... We will be the first one going back to Australia. We'll fly into Darwin. Then unfortunately we'll fly away from Australia to Papua New Guinea. And then they'll take it to Brisbane, and from Brisbane the final victory lap to Sydney, concluding WorldFlight 2024, or annual charity event raising money, in our case, for the corporate engine networks. So we had donation directly to their website, donation on this channel via the super chat or membership. We gave away a couple of membership, and I want to remind everybody that I will personally be matching every single dollar donated to the corporate angel network. So good opportunity to give a shout out to Honda Jet. We made a generous donation today, so I'll be matching that. Thank you again, Honda Jet. Earlier we had other viewers making donation on this channel. So 2 easy way: on the channel or directly following the link in the description to the CAN donation page. We just ask you guys to enter Whiskey Foxtrot 24. Sounds like French baguette. That's the acronym for WorldFlight 24. Whiskey Foxtrot 24 in the comments or notes or whatever they call the free field, the free text field, so that we can track those
yeah, their
donations.
CAN's website is really easy to donate.
Yes,
on.
yeah.
That's how I did mine.
It's good. Well, thank you. Thank you. I don't force anyone.
Hey, it was only $1.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll make it 2 then.
There you go.
And some people I know, you know, prefer to stay anonymous, and I totally respect that. Some people, you know, appreciate to get a shout out, and obviously I'm happy to do that. So we have a couple of local pilots, friends who have been joining me on a regular, semi-regular basis in the cockpit, and they help me complete the legs I need to complete to help the rest of the team in Germany, so that we can sleep. Probably making the other team jealous because they have only 1 cockpit. We have the luxury of 4 cockpit.
And give FO Crafty a break.
And FO Crafty would fill in if I don't have anyone else in the right seat. So yes, she is in the galley right now eating dinner.
She has been feeding us snacks, water refills, hot nuts from first class, so can't complain about the service. Now what I can complain about is that we have 8 people watching and only 5 likes. And I know this time it's not you. You did your part.
I did do my part.
So, oh, that scared a viewer away. So, we have 7 watching now. I will teach you a lesson, Captain Tango. That's not how you do it. Well, the likes, I don't do it very often, but the likes do help the video to get out there, so they are appreciated. Alright, when do we think we'll get an updated ATIS? Because it's probably
we should have one by now.
So it was at 55, if I remember.
A little bit ago.
Alright, let me try to get a new one through a company. So that's the ATSU, not the ATC com, because this is with the company. Do a request, ATIS, PWAK. Here we come. I can't wait to see the parking situation. I bet it's worse than New York or Boston or London or Paris or Tokyo. There's not enough room on this island to put all of us. Luckily some are departing already, but alright. Did I send it? Did I forget to send it? Alright, we'll see if we have one in our received message. I think I forgot to send it.
I thought you pushed the button.
Alright, I can do it again. It's alright. We're still going to PWAK. It's not about to change. Arrival ATIS send. Sometimes if they are just changing it, there's no ATIS at that time, but no, this time I didn't. 2-9, boom. And let me see, it's hotel. Oh my goodness, we went from Delta to hotel. There we go. So
there must have been a significant change then.
So this is 155, so it's probably every 30 minutes.
Oh, I got you.
Even 15 Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf Hotel. I mean, yeah, they're doing it quick. They're still landing and departing runway 10. That's what we have in the box. Expect RNAV. Runway 10. Departing aircraft, expect PDC. That's not us. We're just doing this flight. The winds now are stable. No more gusting winds. 70 at 16 if you want to update that. Few visibility 7 mile, few clouds at 2100, few 2800, scattered 3800, temperature 31. That's the same, right? Oh, it's getting cooler. Yeah, I'll have to check what the local time. I know we're going with the sun, but
what was the QNH?
QNH is 2990. Oh. Full radar and tower service available due to special event. Okay, let's start looking at the charts.
Sounds like a plan.
So we've been looking at enough water. We'll be happy to see some land. So let's look at the airport first. Luckily, I mean for everybody, there is a taxiway parallel, so the departure can taxi on Echo. So we are asked exit towards, so apron via Bravo. So Bravo is the first high-speed-ish exit. Runway is 9844 feet. Elevation at the threshold of 10 is 23. Elevation at threshold of 28 is 20. Okay. The windsocks are in the middle. So we can vacate Bravo. Need to be careful if there's traffic on Echo or backed up. Yeah, exit towards Alpha. Oh, I wonder if we exit Bravo and then take a right on Echo, like it's counterclockwise, so like a British roundabout.
Well, I guess we'll see it as
that
soon as
would
we
make
get off.
sense. Yeah, but we shouldn't cross Echo then, because they're probably gonna send us right on Alpha and then to the parking area.
Right.
And the ones that are coming
outbound
out comms on Bravo, turn right on Echo and go to the threshold of 10.
So where's the
Okay.
margarita party?
That makes sense.
PWAK, so we're looking at the Jeppesen 32-1. CTAF, that's all they have there, but luckily we have tower just for the event.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to pass it around.
It's a pretty straight approach, right? If we go all the way to SPAD, which is the initial approach fix. So let's try to use that. Message uplink. Oh yeah, we had the VOR in the mix. Well, we can keep that for now. But SPAD is flight level 058 or higher.
Right.
Unless they give us something else, I'd like to put 58 hard. Then we go down to Dupov, the initial fix. That's at or above 2900, but we might as well. It might give me a too steep descent, but not worry about that. And then 2000 at Ensign. Is that check on your side? I think we have the same, right? And then it's technically 3.01 degrees, so pretty standard 3 degree descent. We have the minimum at 460 on the LNAV. Visibility has to be 1.25 mile. And we're not going to do any circle to land. The missed approach is climbing to 4000 direct nunny and hold. So I'll make sure to set. So First Officer David is the pilot flying. He will be doing the landing, and I'll make sure to set the missed approach altitude for you. Okay, I think I'm gonna use this to take a quick break now that the fan is fixed where I need to go. So we're gonna hop on external view real quick. I'm gonna mute myself and I leave you in the steady hand, trusty hand of David.
That could be a mistake. We will find out. I'm good, thank you. Hey, you can mute me.
Alright, we took a quick break before we start our descent into the Wake Island area. Oop. And that's how we got echo on the stream. Okay, everything should be good now. Just want to give you an idea. It seems like the American that was behind us disconnected, or I don't know. I kind of lost track of him. But that's fine. Let's hop back into our cockpit. I think we have entered everything we can. We got an update on the ATC. It might still update since then. How is our fuel situation? We're still burning like madmen. Yep, it keeps going down. Let's see, compare. Can we go? Is everybody going down? Why don't I have anybody on TCAS? Do I need to connect?
I don't have anybody on TCAS.
Yeah. Did I lose? And on the progress page, we're still showing 155 miles through Wake Island. We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. So our fuel situation is still very good. We used everything we had in the center tank, no surprise, but we still have more than 6.3 tons on board. One of the reasons for the large quantity of fuel is that the diversion airport is 2 hours away. So Mahuro, or I forgot the name, but that's all good. Hydraulic, we're still happy. Pressurization has been treating us well. That's all good. Auto 0 for the automatic altitude, that sounds good. We'll be at sea level. Engine, we had topped them off before ETOP, the engine oil before ETOP's operation. So that's showing it all in good working order. So we're going to be shooting an RNAV approach into Wake Island, the RNAV GPS runway 10, which is pretty much a straight in. A few steps in the descent, starting at flight level 058 and then down to 2900 and then down to 2000. We have verified the waypoints in the altitude. We have entered the minimum, the MDA, at 460 feet, so I think we're looking good. And slowly, you see how on a long flight like this, our recommended max, I mean, we were at 359, right, when we were asked if we would want to take 360 or 300. By the time we got to altitude, it was already at 360. Now, obviously, I mean, we burned quite a bit. The fuel used due to the issue we had mid-flight and had to reboot and restart everything is incorrect. I can give you a good estimate, actually,
yeah,
because we are at let me see, we know we use 700 kilogram more, so we probably have burned something like 11.3. Oh, we get a ping. I love that. Approach is gonna do the whole thing.
Oh, nice.
Let's do it. Let's do it. PWAK approach. PWAK approach 1196. Is that the frequency I had jotted down?
Yep.
Absolutely. Okay.
United 20, turn left heading 200 degrees.
They're picking us up way out.
Yeah, but that's nice. He needs that to sort us out.
Sequence, everybody.
Yeah.
United 20, turn left heading 200 and speed 220.
Wake Island approach, GL44 flight level 360 inbound 8WK.
GL44, wake approach, hello to you, expect radar vectors RNT, yes correction, RNAV approach runway 10, descent wind ready, flight level 110.
We'll descend when ready to flight level 110 and expect the RNAV approach to runway 10 GL44.
United 20, you're with me?
That's there.
United 20, track direct to SPAT, cleared RNAV approach runway 10.
Check that path and clear on that approach runway 10.
Got an Aussie there.
Yeah, so that's how they do it. There's a team in Australia that fills in the gap, you know, when there's no, when the time is kind of unpopular or there's just not a lot of controllers familiar with the area.
You see then 362.
So I would propose we descend based on our back of the envelope calculation.
New Zealand, thanks a lot.
Okay.
I know right now the top of descent is much further, but
Wake approach
that's not what we're gonna fly, right? We know that much.
Right.
I think he's gonna keep us north of the field, so we're gonna do a left base entry to SPAD.
Stand 110 initially, what was that approach again for runway 10?
It's the vectors for the RNAV approach runway 10.
Just not like there's a million approach.
Dial to 209.
You okay if I move this out of the way for now?
United.
Absolutely.
You let me know if you need some food.
Get someone new join the chat.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Mike.
What heading did I give you?
Don't ask questions, my guy. Don't ask questions.
You sure that doesn't look like 290?
Okay.
Sorry, 250. Perfect. Make that
I would propose we go back to like our cost index. Maybe we can put 40 for now. So I'm gonna go back to manage speed. There's no point in starting a descent so close to the Barber line. Barber pole. And then we were clear flight level 110. So I'll roll that down. And if I were to just manage it, we would do 1500 feet. Sorry, we'd do 1000 feet. I feel a little more comfortable going below the calculated profile. We'll see where that puts us. And we can use the blue arrow, right, to get a sense of where flight level 110 is.
Right.
Because we're gonna get vectors, so
Just gonna vector us around the north.
Yeah, and then bring us back.
Bring us back.
Keeps the departing traffic to the south. I think we have a decent spacing. There's a patch of 2 and
It looks like it.
yeah, so it should work. There's somebody behind us, but oh, is that our friend? Is that the play friend? So we're gonna do a little more than this. We're gonna do 2000.
RT121 fly heading 245, descent altitude 5,000 feet, altimeter 29990.
Alright, I'm gonna clear that circle on the fixed info page.
Flight level 5000
Give that
and
930.
Sorry if I said heading 245 again, I meant heading 250, RT121 heading 250.
So we were talking about local time in Wake Island. So what are we showing now? Arrival around 300 Zulu. Which would be still right on schedule, my God. If I did my math correctly. Oh, it's 12 hour. So that's 3 p.m. I guess. That's easy.
Information hotel, we're leaving flight level 400, estimating PWAK at 0306.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, wake approach, hello to you, radar contact. Expect vectors on approach runway 10, descent flight level 110.
Oh, is Speedbird 47 Charlie behind us?
And I feel we're in safe hands with
For some reason I thought they were ahead of us. We don't have a tank on time.
Oh yeah, he's behind us.
Yeah, he's behind.
Yeah, yeah.
He's behind the.
We don't have it. I don't even know if the exclamation commands work. I tried.
For what?
No, I'm talking to
Kilo flight level 34.
Micah in the chat.
Player 1, wake approach, hello to you, radar contact, expect radar.
Try my best, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Descent when ready, flight level 110.
Up to line ready, flight level 11. Set up player 1, thank you.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, I can then say I'm not sure if you're safe with a comedian at the controls.
Wake approach, Illinois 2342, climbing to 2000 for flight level 3 to go.
So one thing I can do still for situation awareness is that we most likely with the traffic, maybe we'll get us sorted, but assuming we get SPAD. SPAD is, what is it, 5.8? So 5.8, let's call it 6, 11 is 5. So let's say we want 20 miles from that. Okay, so as long as the blue arrow is before the blue circle, I'm cool with that. So we're doing 2000 in descent, flight level 110. We can set, what was it, the altimeter was 290, so you can press it, put it on 290 and pull it back. No, you have to pull, yeah, there you go.
United 20, call wake tower, frequency 121.9.
Okay, 1219 is tower frequency. So I think we set when it comes to radio. Let's go!
That's an odd frequency. That's usually a
Like a
ground frequency.
Yeah, I mean there's only CTAF, there's no tower or ground, there's only CTAF there, so they kind of made up something.
Oh, I gotcha.
That's why we said it's what was the exact wording? Radar and tower service available due to special events. So normally you don't expect that on VATSIM.
You're gonna get nothing there.
That's right, CTAF.
You're gonna get nothing and like it.
4,000 feet. And the QNH of 290.
So it looks like we might be number 6.
Is there?
And we still
Is there scenery for that airport?
actually yeah. I don't remember if it's a built-in in Flight Sim or Flight Sim TO. There's a little bit of a decent scenery down there.
Delta 209, fly heading 240 degrees, straight of exit for the Anothe 10.
Heading 240, Delta 209.
GL44, fly heading 245 degrees, radar vector Anothe runway 10.
Heading 245 for radar vector GL44. Alright.
November 90 McGolf.
Here we go.
When is the last time we made something that looked like a turn? That was like what, 4 hours ago? I mean, Shu made a turn coming out of Honolulu. Is that Wake Island on there, or is that?
I can't tell. That's a long way. That's a long ways out.
Yeah, I think it's.
227 knots, Fuzzy 121.
We're still 100 miles out.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually this is track miles, isn't it?
We're 70 miles out.
Yeah.
And approach compass 7002. We're passing 7,000, climbing 10,000, runway heading.
Compass 7002, wake approach, hello, radar contact.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be simply the cloud shadow. I mean, no, the. I'm not sure. I think it's the island.
Did we decide on auto brakes? None?
Hold on. You can do low if you want.
Yeah, I would do low.
But it's up to you. It depends. Okay.
North 2342.
Maybe it's 9,000.
So you want low or you don't want it? We certainly don't need. Okay.
Oh, we don't. Actually, we don't need it at 9,000 feet.
Yeah.
And we're going almost to the end anyway, right?
Yes. So. Okay. Yep. Let me do the
Compass 72.
the calculations here. We have a performance calculator in our EFB now, which is really convenient.
Make a left turn heading 330, please.
Left heading 330, Wilco.
We lost all our synchronization, but runway 10.
Combat 7002, what is your cruise level?
Take a look at Wake
Flight
Island.
level 380.
Combat 7002, thank you. Flight level 380.
Yeah. Low cost, high performance.
Flight level 380, compass 7002.
Okay, we get that. So no auto brake.
RC 121, send left heading 220 degrees.
We will do reverse
220
manual. We'll do manual landing. Flaps full, auto thrust on. What are we expecting for landing weight? What am I? Man, it's getting
Tired.
fuel. Yeah, I'm getting tired. Zero fuel weight is 56.6 with 5.8, so that would be 62.4, but we're gonna burn a little bit more. So that good news, it's below our max landing weight.
Combat
So
7002,
I'll put
send left heading
62.2.
290 degrees.
Left turn heading 290 degrees, compass
it's all in
7002.
meters, but yeah, no, that's good. So landing distance is 2.4. All good. 2,000. What is it? 2,436 meters.
2,900
And the
feet.
runway
Clear
is
down of approach, runway 10.
98. Yeah. Is there a way to switch it to feet? I don't know. Might be using what the default are
At
from.
descent 2,900 feet. Track direct
What
to
is
approach.
sim?
Clear down of approach, runway 10.
Clear out nav approach for runway 10, down to 2,900 feet, 5,121.
And I'll see 121, free speed from
This
now.
is the ground right now.
Free speed for 121.
Delta
Was
209, descend altitude
No, at Wake Island.
4,000 feet.
Oh,
Altimeter 2,990.
yeah, it's busy. Sorry, I didn't see it.
Down to 4,000 feet, 2,990, Delta 09.
PL484, descend
Okay.
altitude 5,000 feet. Altimeter 2,992.
Descent altitude 5,000 feet on 2,992 G Alpha 4. Okay, so we can go to
That was
992.
just misspoken from me. It's altimeter 2,990.
Correction to 2,990 G Alpha 4. Yeah, that's what we had, right?
November 9 Lima Golf, contact Wake Tower frequency.
Okay,
1,
5,000, that's an altitude, so is that.
ATC.
Let's do our approach checklist. Briefing has been completed. ECAM status. So we press the status here is normal. Seat belts. Yeah, we can put them back on for now. Barrel ref, we just set them 29 and 90. MDA, let's verify that's still in there.
460.
460 checked. Engine mode selector is going to be normal. No reason to do anything different. All right, that's the approach checklist completed. Thank
Roger,
you.
resume navigation. Thank you.
So we'll be vacating left at the first exit.
Which is Bravo, correct?
Yes. And there's going to be a traffic nightmare. Although they're flowing in and out, so...
Station calling, readability 0, and with static noise.
Well, that's not good.
Have you had contact with the next crew yet?
For the 9024 with you, flight level 340, information to hotel.
Say that again, sorry.
Have you had contact with the next crew?
Wake approach, hello to you, expect
With?
vectors for the
Oh,
runway
yeah, that's
10.
Magna.
Descent when ready,
Sorry.
flight level 110.
The Micah is
Expect vectors for the
Okay,
runway 10,
McLean.
and when ready, down to flight level 110,
This-
velocity 9024.
No, because he's already sending us to... So he said 5,000, so he might actually turn us in before SPAD. I wouldn't be surprised.
It will be easy on the ground, not much traffic.
Wake approach, hello, Calum 874
Okay.
with you through flight level
It's
350
packed.
on descent with information hotel.
As far as I can tell, the ground is
Wake approach,
packed.
hello to you, radar contact.
It
Expect
is
radar
packed.
vectors down at runway 10, descent flight level 110.
Hey, there's a little bit more of a cloud coverage here.
Flight level 110, Canberra 824.
Player 1 and right heading 250 degrees, radar vectors down at runway 10.
250 degrees for player 1.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, sunrise heading 245 degrees, radar vectors on us.
Approach good ALZ 100, 3000 heading
Alright,
180.
we are on our descent.
Who was the station just calling?
Approach good ALZ 100, 3500 heading 180.
Hello, RC 100.
So we're gonna
Wake
have
approach,
to
radar
manage our
contact.
speed
Turn
because
right
for the
heading
10,000
270
because
degrees
it's a
and
little
climb to
has a tendency
flight
to be a
level,
little fast.
400.
Flight level 400 and heading 270 LZ 100.
So what I do is at 12 I put 270, right? We want to be at 250 at 10 or
Right.
through 10. So
Delta 279,
at
reduce speed
12,000
to 220
I put 270. Although we haven't been cleared, I don't know.
GL44, speed 250 knots or less.
We're slowing down to 250 not to jail for. I mean, technically I hadn't been cleared. Alright. We'll use the speed brake a little bit. No electronic
Player
device,
1,
we'll put the lights on.
Left, flight level 340 on descent. Sorry, station calling second. Velocity 9024, just reporting leaving flight level 340 on descent. Perfect, thanks. Player 1, report current indicated airspeed.
250 for player 1.
Player 1, roger.
So now we should do this way to slow down further. I might bust a little bit the
Speedbird 47 Charlie, report current
the
indicated.
10,000,
a little bit.
but
A little bit.
280 knots, 347 Charlie.
47 Charlie, maintain that or greater.
10 knots.
280 knots or greater, 347 Charlie.
Speed 47 Charlie, descend altitude 4,000 feet, altimeter 2990.
Descent 4,000 feet
I
on
mean,
2990.
I can tell from the previous flight, I mean, they like to
Player
keep the
1,
traffic,
heading
you know.
255 degrees.
So don't be
Descend
surprised if we
altitude
have to kind of
5,000 feet,
configure
altimeter
a little late,
2990.
but
255
okay, I'll
degrees,
confirm
down to 6,000 feet, is
1219.
that correct?
Yeah, that's all good.
5,000.
5,000 player 1.
Player
Policy
1, that's our
121
friend.
contact.
The
That's the
red,
guy behind us.
yeah, who scared the bejesus out of him or something, I don't know.
121, decimal 9, LG 121, thanks for your help.
Aussie 100, resume on navigation.
Resume on
So
navigation, Aussie
Dupoof
100.
would be 2,900. So for now we're only clear
Delta
to
279,
5, which is blue.
Correction, track direct to Dupoof. Descend
There you go, he got
2,900
Dupoof.
feet. Cleared on approach runway 10.
We seem to have gotten our TCAS back, huh?
2,900
Yes.
feet, third RNAV 10 Delta 209.
So there's only altitude restriction, no speed restriction, so we'll have to...
Delta
Once
209,
we're
and maintain
clear-
speed 200 or greater until passing Dupoof, please.
Okay, now he told him, because we're coming fast.
200 or greater till
I might get a
Delta 209.
speed or
Until passing
turn to the
waypoint
right.
Dupoof.
Yeah,
200
because we're
or
catching
greater
up to
till
him.
Yeah.
Delta 209.
Do we see him?
I don't see him yet.
Can't be that far. I'm gonna cross right to left.
Should be
It's
almost,
hard,
almost
right?
dead ahead.
Oh, he's below us. It might be behind those clouds. He's gonna just, as long as we pass behind him, he can leave us on this heading. We're gonna go past further, and that's how he's gonna sequence this, I think.
I gotcha.
I mean, that's my
So he's
best
going to take
guess,
him
but-
into.
So he's already on a 90 degree, right? He's on the
Ensign.
left base. He cleared Dupoof. That's the initial fix, so I don't think he can clear past Dupoof. Alright, approaching 5,000, no need for a speed brake. Tell the cabin crew. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. He's not far and we can't find him. And there are some clouds.
Velocity 902, full turn right heading 260 degrees, radar vectors on approach runway 10. Right, 260 degrees, radar vectors, velocity 9024. KLM 874, turn right heading 250 degrees, radar vectors on approach runway 10.
Right, heading 250, KLM 874.
TL44 descent 2900, expect a direct to Dupo very shortly.
Descent altitude 2900, GL44.
And TL44 reduce speed 200.
No.
Speed down to 200, GL44. Yeah, I want the engine idle. I kind of knew he would finally slow us down because we're still doing
250.
250, yes. So I'm going to use the flaps.
5,600 feet, heading 240.
New Zealand 361, approach, hello to you. Climb flight level 360.
Climb flight level 360, New Zealand 361.
GL44, track direct to Boof, clear down approach runway 10.
Direct Dupoof and clear Anothe approach runway 10, GL44. So now we should put our flaps down because we have speed below our green dot.
We're not descending very
Well,
good
that's
enough?
because we're slowing down.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, you're right.
And now I can use more of the flap.
Bravo, hello. Resume on
Yeah, on the clean configuration. But even then, we just have. I mean, it's only the slats, right? So we
Right.
don't have the flaps. But
Delta 209, contact, wake tower, frequency 121.9.
I mean, I see the line, the blue line at Dupoof. No, it's coming right. Finally, now we can trade off. We had to lose speed first. Now we can lose altitude.
Right.
Over to tower 219, Delta 209. Thanks, good work.
Alright, with it clear for the approach, I use the runway turn-off light as a reminder for that. When we clear for land, I'll use the nose lights as a reminder. Clear to land. And he's sequencing probably, you know, so that he can put a departure, or Tor can put a departure in between.
Right.
Velocity 902, full turn right heading 270 degrees, descend flight level 70.
So we probably want to be around
270 degrees down to
180 at
velocity
speed
904.
at Dupoof because we need to go down a little further. So we're gonna use
Wake, good
P10.
afternoon, Blackbird 077.
So we're like 17 miles from the threshold.
Blackbird 077 Alpha and approach it. 90 miles south of Wake POR radio.
No, I'm cool with the 200, but he cleared us for the approach, so we can manage our speed.
Level 340 on a squawk of.
So we can manage our own speed unless it gives us something different, right?
Yeah. But no, you don't want to slow down on, 17 miles out. He's going to scream at you.
Right.
Like,
Alpha, hello to you. Expect radar vectors on approach runway 10. Descend flight level 11.
so after Dupoof comes Ensign, we'll be at 2000. So once we pass Dupoof, we can roll down to 2000, or you can even do it a little earlier. And then I would pull, I would go engine idle.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, speed 250.
And we can start reducing speed.
47 Charlie.
Oh, I thought I had activated, my bad, sorry.
Player 1, turn left heading 240 degrees and speed 220 knots.
So again for player 1?
Left heading 240 degrees, speed 220 knots.
So now we're flaps 1, so S speed is going to be our next speed.
Okay.
So is this Airbus, you control the speed with the flaps pretty much. Okay, here's the profile. So let's make sure we roll down to 2000 and pull. We're in the turn. Thank you. Thrust idle, open descent. And we're in a profile. Technically the approach 3 degree doesn't start until Ensign, so that's why I haven't armed the approach yet. And so I see the bottom right, we will be at 2000 there. So
That's before ensign, so we can use that little segment to slow down a little further.
Okay. Contact wake tower frequency 121.9 Alpha Bye.
Wake tower 121.9. Great service, GL44.
Thank you.
Wake tower GL44, RNAV runway 10.
GL44, hello, continue approach, runway 10, there'll be an aircraft to depart ahead.
Continue approach, 1 departure at runway 10 GL44. Okay, now that we're leveling here, I would go flaps 2.
Flaps 2.
Because I don't want the... So we level off, I don't want the engine to spool up. We're still idle. No, we're still 7.5. Maybe we can do 160 on this segment. And now, I would arm the approach. App nav, final is blue.
Got it.
What was that?
Okay, with the runway inside-ish.
Ish.
Yes, I know.
You may ish it, but I don't ish it yet.
Yeah. I've been here before. Okay, so we're I would go flap. I would go gear down.
Bravo taxi to parking.
Flaps 3.
Bravo taxi to parking. Delta 20.
And then
Gear down, flaps
let it
3.
go. Okay, final approach. We're on speed. So now it's gonna go down to F speed. Okay, 4000 is our missed approach altitude.
Parakinetic full, thank you. Give way to an aircraft vacate to the
Okay,
runway.
got the runway.
Good.
Delta.
Do you want flaps full?
Flaps
Let me
full.
see to you. Oh, did you disconnect?
What's that?
I heard.
I didn't disconnect.
Okay. I think you did.
You think I did?
Oh, I don't know, but it's not. Okay, I'm
No.
not sure. Okay, it's still.
We're
No, it's still
good.
final app. So it changed mode. I'm not sure why. That triple click. Yeah, we saw.
We're good, right?
I don't know. I forgot to check if the runway.
above the-
Yeah, little above, but it'll compensate. Okay, we can do the landing checklist, which is basically cabin crew advised. Auto thrust is on speed. ECAM memo is landing no blue. So it
Send someone out just to check on Qantas 25. It looks like they've mounted a B-52. They might want to get someone to check
the
that
wind
out.
is swirling.
Likely to be
Little
a
bit.
lot of that 50 knots.
So you know the auto yeah.
GL44, clear to land 10, the wind 07016.
Clear to land runway 10 GL44. Alright, we clear to
Disconnect?
land. Whenever you... Yeah, that's a good time. As good as the time. We're 1000 check.
Control 25, line this to mine 320 in front of you. You can line up runway 10 behind.
Behind the departing jets, line up behind Control 25.
Control 25, that's correct. And after departure, fly runway heading.
Runway heading, Control 25.
And
Go into
so...
Yankee, turn right, heading 240.
between 40 and 30 feet above the ground,
Turn right
you will put the thrust on idle,
9.6, Skyway 20 Yankee, good night.
then just a little flare. Ooh.
500. Minimum.
Alright, continue. Okay. Can continue to come down. We're gonna be a little high if we don't. Yeah, there you go. I need to check. I know we had this issue with the side stick. I wonder if it's
200.
overly sensitive now.
100. 50. 40. 30.
Okay, we got thrust idle, flare a little bit. That's
Drive.
fine. Maintain the altitude. Very nice. It will settle. It will settle really nicely. Little bit of right rudder. Little bit. All right.
Dang.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
Stiff.
Hello, very fake air traffic
Probably
control
need some
in your
reverser.
van. Speedbird 47 Charlie with you, we're 10 miles.
247 Charlie, wake island, hello.
and then use the brake, but we need to keep rolling, so just gentle.
Yeah, I think I'm okay on the brake.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit now. Maybe a little bit.
GL44, left Bravo, taxi to parking.
Left Bravo, taxi to parking, GL44.
Oh, I slowed down too much.
And don't forget the tiller to turn.
Yep.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Sorry, 996, traffic ahead is vacating now, the wind 07016, runway 10. No
Okay, this is Bravo.
With takeoff just starting 996.
Keep going, keep going. Almost fine.
Go 20 Yankee.
And then we should, well, he said taxi to
Stop.
parking, so, well, I think,
You want to go to the right?
Engron just confirmed it's 10 at discretion for GL44.
That's correct, yeah, straight ahead into Bravo, and then you can park anywhere you like.
Straight ahead on Bravo, parking at discretion, GL44. Alright. So the after landing checklist. The flaps are retracted. Spoilers are disarmed. APU has started.
Line up runway 10.
We'll just take a right here.
Behind the landing, 747, line up runway 10.
I think you yeah, either right there or left here.
Or left here. I'm gonna go left here.
It's whatever. Just make sure the wing clears it.
We're okay, right?
I would keep going a little more.
Let me know.
Yeah. And you can use differential. Whoa! Jumping jack.
Come on, David. I wish I knew these brakes a little better.
Yeah. You don't need much.
I'm trying to do my best.
I would aim for a little left of that light pole and then keep going. Yeah, I would stay on this setting.
Not gone well.
It's not going well.
I think we're good here, right?
Keep going. I would keep going.
Okay.
I mean, gee, we have somebody. Yep, that looks great. Well done. Welcome to Wake Island. That was an adventure, wasn't it?
It was.
Alright, with past 3 minutes, we can turn that off.
Engines are off.
I don't know why. That'll break the max. Wonderful. Gee, we're hearing all kind of bells and whistle. Somebody's trying to land. That's probably gonna get exciting. Anyway, thanks for joining us, guys, on our adventure here. Thank you, First Officer David. Let's go see if we can. Sorry for that. There's some plane in distress. No, they made it. Is that Qantas 25? I think these guys made it. I'm not sure. You could hear on the radio in the background. Then somebody commented.
Yeah, somebody commented, this isn't going well.
Yeah, exactly. Alright.
Well, that wasn't too bad.
Micah, are you on the frequency? Oh, maybe I never reconnected. Oh shoot, hold on.
Departures 1196 to 3996, see ya. Player 1, runway 10, cleared to land.
Clear to land, player 1.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, straight ahead. In fact, Speedbird 47 Charlie, correction. First left turn Echo, and taxi all the way to the end. There's a VOR apron with where the VOR is.
Roger, all the way down to the end, we're taking the left on Echo now. Speedbird 47 Charlie.
Yeah, 196, try to 196, thank you, bye-bye. Target A velocity 9024 with you.
No problem. Hello. Yeah, I've seen it, yeah.
3 now, 2434, line up runway 10.
Lining up runway 10, cruiser.
I'm ready to connect. Yeah. I can. And I will go and connect. And I'm connected. Good. Good. Then I will start.